Yeah.
Yo. Man, call me mid watermelon munch, yo.
Yo, what's really good, man? This is Untitled Live.
Yeah, I was like,
EP082. That shit. You know, when the intro starts, you got a minute. That's what you got to do.
Yo, what's popping, people?
What's really good, man? We made it to another Friday. We're here again. Thank God. Word, because this week was OD long. It took forever to get to this day.
Yo, I feel
back at it, man. It was long for
like
you?
This shit was dragging. This week was dragging, yo.
Super dragging, dude. I have no idea why this shit was taking so long. I think Monday, Tuesday went fine. After that, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, oh geez, that went OD slow.
I don't know. I feel like this whole shit was, I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Maybe because, you know, I'm back in retail, so shit was dragging for me anyway, so.
But normally, like, retail is like, I don't know, yeah, because I remember those low ass days on retail.
You got some days that'll just go quicker, and there's some days that just drag its ass. Like, yo, we still here? All right, I've been working for like 5 hours now. Let me see what time it is. Fuck, only an hour passed by.
Oh, those are the worst, yo. When you think that fucking like hour passed, it was like 15 minutes. Yeah, those are the worst. But that's the worst time. Like when it happens, I stop looking at the time.
Yeah, you got to. You gotta throw your cock away.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't even do that shit no more. Let me see. We might get boys back on. Who knows? So we might have a full panel.
Yeah, I know.
In a couple of minutes.
Somebody kidnapped them fools. You know, I don't know.
I'm 100% sure that Chris fell asleep.
Nah, I think his Warcraft buddy kidnapped him. He was giving away Warcraft secrets last episode. Look, hey man, he was giving away too many trade secrets last episode.
Maybe, who knows? Let's see.
They got the little 8-pixel swords out on him. They surrounded him. They tied him up.
yo, dealing on his 8 pixels. Yo, dealing on him right now.
They got a little 8-bit sword with 8 big logs. About to start an 8-bit fire. Gonna burn him at the stake. Burn his avatar at the stake.
Yo, he says he OD'd. Do I have? I was gonna FaceTime him, but I'm like, you know, I should FaceTime him. I did the same thing for Don. He's to catch Don half fully asleep.
Shit, you called my mom on me.
Well, we really did. He was like, Mama Red? And she was like, I'll get him up right now. Oh shit.
She sure did.
Let's see, let me see. FaceTime Christian. Let's see what happens here.
This has become the icebreaker of the show. FaceTime Christian. What's up?
Yo, this just says still working. Yo, my phone is trash, yo. Let me see. It doesn't help that my phone is like dying. I thought it was charging this whole time. It wasn't. A fail. 1%. I go 1%.
Yeah, my phone been doing that to me.
That shit done.
Damn. Plug it in quick. Plug it in.
That's already the black screen. That's it. Finished. I'll charge it up though. But anyways, man, how was your week, bro? Other than it being slow, but how was it? Any positives?
Yeah, it was good. I'm not complaining. I've been working. Not too many hours and shit. I've been got like, I'm part time, so I've been got like 5 hours and shit. So my work
You
has been
doing
going pretty.
you doing like relief schedule? Are you just relief?
They just got me closing like every day.
Oh, so that's worse.
Yeah, coming for like 5 hours to close every day.
That's a full-time position. Full-timers give you the openers or closing.
Yeah. Apparently there's no mid in this store. You either come in open or you come in closing.
And it's still like you, Marrero, and someone else? Just 3 of y'all or 4?
And there's only 2 of us. It's me, one dude that comes in the morning, and another dude that come at night, bro.
Oh, is Marrero he's not doing AP?
Yo, this mofo waited for me to come back. I don't know what kind of deal he had with the managers, bro. As soon as I came back, the nigga was out the department doing like the pick orders and shit. Like, people that orders to do store pickups and shit. Nigga got out AP real quick to go do that shit. As soon as I came back, bro.
Yo, that's wild.
Bro, I don't know what kind of deal he made with the managers to get me the job for them niggas to hire me back and shit. As soon as I came back, I was like, yo, I don't want to be in AP, man. I told the straight, yo, I don't want to be in AP. I want to like learn new skills and shit. I want to, like I add to my resume. I want to grow. They're like, yeah, man, yo, I feel you, bro. We got you. Don't worry, yo. As soon as I came back, AP every day, nigga. Nigga Moreau just disappeared from the department, yo. I said, yo, this is a setup. I got set the fuck up, bro.
Yo, Marrero was like probably the only dude that I knew that worked at AP, but I saw him in other departments. Like, my man was in DVDs and gaming. I'm like, yo, are you like AP? That shit was wild.
What it was is that he'll do AP, and then he'll leave to work in other departments. And then something that another department would fed him up, and then he'll just go back to AP. He's the only nigga I know that like work in another department and don't even have to like apply to go back into AP. He just start working like AP again. Like, I stopped. I'm going back to AP. Like, what? Nigga, you gotta apply for these positions, yo. I remember. Niggas like,
my man is a legit floater, like a real floater. Like,
facts, yo.
That's wild.
Yeah, so other than that, I've been chilling. Watching the playoffs all week. The NBA playoffs.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched, but I heard about Brooklyn getting swept.
Oh, they got smacked, bro. Boston kicked their ass badly. I ain't think they were going. I had thought they were originally going to win the series because they had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, like two of the best players, more skilled players in the NBA today.
Yeah.
Nah, Tatum and them Boston Celtics destroyed them boys. They played that good old '90s defense on their ass, man. They shut Durant down.
Would you rather have your team not make the playoffs or make the playoffs first round and get swept?
I would say make the playoffs first round and get swept.
Oof.
Because you know why? Because when they don't make the playoffs, a nigga who team made the playoffs and got swept, they'll be like, yo, at least my team made the playoffs. They always got that over your head, though. So I can't talk, as a Knicks fan, I can't talk shit because the Knicks ain't make the playoffs. So, like, if I talk shit to a Brooklyn Nets fan, I'm like, well, at least they made the playoffs. It wasn't the last time your team made the playoffs. And I'm like, you know what? They got it.
Yeah, the Knicks haven't made the playoffs, and
I think they made it recently. I just don't know when. I don't remember when.
It's been more than 3 years. Yeah, it's wild. That's how bad it is.
They're growing. They're getting better. This squad they got now is not that bad. They just need a star player and a few more pieces, and they'll be like, it could be a title contender team.
They always say that, man. They always like, next year, baby. That's our fucking moniker, yo. Next year.
I know, like the Mets. I think them colors is cursed, yo. Orange and blue. Orange and blue. Them colors is cursed. They need to get rid of them colors. That's what it is. Get rid of the colors, man.
I like my Met colors. I haven't watched that
Yo,
shit
think
either.
about it, yo. All the teams that got orange and blue, niggas they suck, bro. The Mets, orange and blue. The Knicks, orange and blue. The Islanders, orange and blue. Bro.
That's true. Yeah, that is true, man. My man,
Bro.
yeah, it's. I don't know. Would the Knicks ever rebrand themselves or like change their colors? I don't think they'll ever do that.
They can. They could do black and blue. Black, white, and blue.
Yeah, they had what was it that one of the games they had the black jersey with
The black jersey
the orange
fire.
with the orange letters, right? They had orange letters?
Yeah, even that's better.
Yeah. That was a Halloween shit or some shit like that. That shit was fire.
The green, the St. I like the St. Patrick's Day jersey too. The green and orange and white.
Yeah, that's a staple. And there was a jersey they I think the Knicks. I remember the Knicks tried on a new color scheme, and it was losing every game. I forgot. Or maybe I'm mixing that with the Mets. I think it was the Mets.
Is that
The Mets.
is that pumpkin orange color?
Yeah, it was the Knicks, right? The pumpkin orange shit, right? They lost every game. That's
shit was terrible.
Yeah, damn.
That color was terrible.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. Well, that's what's up, man. I mean,
yeah, I was caught up on my Disney Channel. So I said, let me watch some Disney Channel shit. So I started watching the sketchbook series they got on Disney. Like they talk to these artists, the like animators. And they teach you how to draw like the different characters. They got 6 episodes so far. And they teach you how to draw different characters, and they tell their little backstories or how they became an artist and what made them want to become an artist and how they got their job at Disney and all the stuff they did for Disney and what it means to work for the company and all that stuff. And I was like, yo, it was pretty cool. It was like cool, relaxing little episodes. Yeah. Yo, it was nice, yo. I mean, at least you get the artist perspective of drawing these characters and stuff too. It's like it's not just like the voice actors and like the sound, the music people and all that stuff. You get to see the people who actually drawing to bring these characters to life on the screen, get their point of view. So I was enjoying that series. I was like, they need to do more of it because that 6 episodes, I watched that shit quick. I was like, damn, they need to get some more artists out here.
That's what's up.
And then I was watching a whole bunch of Disney movies today. Like I didn't even go to movie theaters today. I stayed home and I was watching like a bunch of Disney movies I never like really sat down and watched in its entirety. Like I saw Emperor's New Groove.
That's my shit.
You really liked it?
That's my shit. It still makes me laugh.
I feel like it's overhyped, bro. I feel like it was. I say, yo, everybody said this shit's great. I watched. I said it's a little overhyped. I mean, it wasn't boring, but I was like, I don't know. I guess I kind of like more action, like Disney shows.
It's
Disney
not.
movies. It's not action.
It's not the Emperor. The Emperor is not the one that's funny. It's everyone that's around him is funny. I was talking about that last week. I was like the what do you call it? The bodyguard had me dying.
Oh, Crunk,
yeah. He was like, look what I can do. He starts doing push-ups. That shit had me in tears, bro.
Bro, the nigga started taking orders in the diner. That was funny, bro. It's like he heard the order and he do the slang for each order. Like, what this thing, crocodile thing, got it coming.
Yeah, everyone around him was funny. Because was it the Emperor? That's David Spade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really find him funny.
And then John Goodman was Pacha.
Yeah, like he's alright. Like he's alright when he's like in the Adam Sandler movie, or whatever.
You know,
like
funny. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
Now I'm just saying, like movies like by himself is not really funny.
Yeah.
His solo movies.
I would say, you know, it's funny. When I looked at the cast, I say, yo, this is definitely late '90s Disney. Yo, all the cast is white. Like,
I thought.
I said now Disney they will redo that cast and they'll have like more authentic like people. Like they'll put more Mexicans or like more.
My man is like Mexican.
Oh yeah, they're all white. The mummy, yup. With Brendan Fraser, yeah, they're all white. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even Rachel Weisz, like, you know, man was like, the first time he saw her, like, anak, so the more like Bitch, she looked nothing like a Knox on the ball. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, the big slap in the face is when they said this bitch was the Pharaoh's daughter in the second movie. She was
she's Mexican.
No,
wow, no, that's
Knox in the Moon, right?
Yeah. She's Hispanic. That's just wild, dude. Like, I mean,
there's no Egyptian in that movie.
Nah, I think probably the only one I would say was the guy that was in the owner of the museum, the one that sacrificed himself to let them go jump into that manhole cover.
But
I think that was probably the only one that was probably.
He's probably like authentic modern. He could pass for modern day Egyptian, but like the Egyptian that these people are playing was before fucking Alexander the Great even took over the fucking Egypt. So these are like the Egyptians that's supposed to be black.
Even
they're supposed to be the dark skinned Egyptians, the dark skinned pharaohs.
The guy that played the owner of the prison. He was like the only one that spoke the native tongue. Mm-hmm. That shit that had me dying is when he fucking looked at the fucking the carving in the wall and he's like, ah! because he legit did something that we probably would do had we been in the same situation. Like that was some real improv shit. Like let's just make fun of this shit. But that's just wild though. Like, oh man, had a good time. I had a good time. Actually, I was watching it earlier today.
The Mummy.
The Mummy. It was on TV. So, hold on.
I mean, despite all that, it's a very entertaining movie.
Yeah.
And just don't watch the third one though.
The third one, she's not even the same. Yeah.
It was a whole Chinese shit with the Dragon Emperor.
But they changed the wife in that movie, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, that's just trash. Movie was super trash, and then for some odd reason, you watch the second one. The son had a fucking thick ass European accent. I mean, British accent. Then you watch the third one. My man had a New York accent. What are you doing, Pop? Like the Scorpion King, the worst.
Yeah, your accent don't jump like that.
Nah, not like that. Like there's some still remnants. Like even Arnold Schwarzenegger has his accent still. Like
yeah, he still got an accent. Yeah.
Yeah, like Selma Hayek still hasn't. Sofia Vergara. Like it's not easy. Chris Torres. Why the fuck did they show that? I don't have him as a contact, bro. Really?
Damn.
What happened? We not friends anymore? All right, here we go. Let's see.
Oh man, it's out of it.
Let's see. Yo. Oh, you were sleepy? Oh man, I thought you was gonna join the show today, man. Oh, did it start yet? We started 21 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Where are you right now? Oh shit! All right, man. I mean, listen, it's cool, man. If you want to take a day off school, you wanna, but if you want to jump on, your invite is there.
Okay.
All right, talk to you later.
My
All right, bro. Oh, dead ass sleep. My man was asleep. Oh man.
I've been there.
What movies came out today? Oh, I heard that movie was really good. With the Northman.
The Northman, yeah.
Northman. I heard they got good reviews.
I heard it's like a methodic revenge movie or some shit like that.
I have no idea, but I saw the reviews and like, yeah, this movie is fucking amazing. Like it was just like a sleeper. Like no one really cared about it. And there was not that much advertisement towards this movie. It was just like, all right, cool.
Damn
It was
sure
like almost
wasn't.
like it was independent. It was like independent or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I gotta
looked
watch
it up.
that movie. I gotta watch that horror flick. It's called X. I heard that got good reviews as well.
Man, you gotta watch Sonic. That's what you gotta watch, man.
Yo, bro, I saw Sonic.
Yeah.
I saw it.
You saw a bootleg?
Nah, bro, you can't be using that word on the channel, bro. I saw a bootleg. That movie deserves. All right, so in my defense, you know, I needed to try to watch it. My son wanted to watch it, but this movie deserves, like, if you have the means, you got the money, go out, support the movie. The movie's great. Like, it's great. And I think it's coming on Paramount Plus next week.
Next week?
Yeah, they said either next week or in 2 weeks. But they haven't reached, because they're going based on the Jackass schedule, and Jackass came on Paramount Plus like 30 days after.
Ooh, I was about to go see it today. Thank you. I'm gonna save my money.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna watch that shit in full HD. But yeah, that movie was sick, bro. Like it was dope. But I spoiled myself for like the big moments. But even watching it again is like, oh shit, the lead up to it. You know what I mean? Like Tails was like authentic to what I know, right?
Yeah, I love Tails. Yeah.
Knuckles, like he didn't understand like the jokes. He was like Drax.
Yeah, that's exactly what I told him. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, it's definitely like his character needed to be like that.
Mm-hmm. He said, Jesus, yeah. Tails like, Jesus, yeah, heavy. He said, that's because I'm 1,000,000% muscle. Faster, Fox. I'm 1,000,000% muscle. Yo, yeah. Bro, I like I said, bro, I criticized Idris Elba's for being the voice in the beginning when I heard him in the trailer, but when I heard it in the movie context, bro, it was a good voice. It was a good casting choice.
But you know what I think they did? I think that his voice in the trailer, the first one, was much deeper. And I think they toned it down, like how they did Bane.
Yeah.
Because his voice is not as deep as the first
trailer.
Come to
think of it, yeah. I think the voice in the trailer was a little more sinister. It was like darker. Like this one, it was more light. Yeah, his voice in the movie was more light.
Yeah, so I think they just kind of like, they probably tweaked the bass in his voice and made it seem like it was still coming from like a cartoon world, but just like with a deeper voice. But it worked.
Mm-hmm.
It worked. It's a good movie. To be honest, it's better than the first one, and that never happens. Even the first one was still great on its own. Like you could still love them both.
Yeah, like, I said the same shit. It's better than the first one, and I love the first one. And I love the first one.
Yeah, I can watch the first one whenever it's on TV. Like the dude that the main character, not the main character, but he's pretty much like the supporting character, right? Forgot his name, Cyclops. What the fuck his name?
Oh, James Marsden.
Yeah, like I don't know. He gets typecast as like these hybrid movies. Like he did the Peter Rabbit movies. Like he's always like on screen with like a digital character. But this one is by far like I'm glad he didn't skip out.
Even in Enchanted, he was in the Enchanted movie too. Like all those little fantasy movies, he's down for it.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Maybe he should have just Smurfs.
Nah, there was no helping Smurfs. There was no helping. So fucking.
If Neil Patrick Harris can't save it, you know.
Yeah. Nah, bro, that shit was bad. Gargamel, like how you fuck up Gargamel?
Believe it or not, I think Gargamel was the only one that saved it for me, bro. Like I like Gargamel.
Because he was the comic relief.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was the comic, but like everything else was like, nah, these first are kind of whack. Like if you what you was gonna say?
No, I was gonna say the interactions between him and his cat, yo, it's like it cracks me up, bro. Like he would try to do shit, and then he'll mess up, and his cat would just fucking start cracking up, laughing at him. And
Yeah, I don't know. What they should have done was this movie came out before. After the Smurfs, but like the Trolls, like the way the animation should have been, it should have been like the Trolls movie. Because the Trolls movie, the Trolls World Tour, that's my shit. You ever seen the World Tour?
I haven't seen Trolls.
Yo, Trolls World Tour is fucking hilarious, bro. You have to watch that movie.
That's with the Justin Bieber song, right?
Is it Justin Bieber? Oh no,
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
It's the wrong Justin. My bad. I meant to say Timberlake.
Well, I think, but the first Trolls has more of that Justin Timberlake. Like he has a single for that movie. But the World Tour is more like that cover songs that's already like existing.
What?
So, ooh, we got Sleeping Beauty in the backstage. How you doing, sir?
Hi.
Yeah. Welcome to my world. Now you know how it feels, baby.
Yeah, what happened? You work from home, and you lose all responsibilities.
You said I'm not gonna answer no questions. Just continue on with the
Yo,
show.
when I FaceTime them, because you guys gonna, for the viewers, for the one viewer that's here that didn't see it, my man was in his covers from fucking head to toe. Was it cold in your room? I can't do that shit. I can't put the whole shit over my head. I can't breathe.
I usually blast the AC.
Yeah, that's AC moves. Like I do that too. Like I'll put the AC on and I just cover my whole body with the blanket.
That shit never makes sense to me. Like, what's the point of putting the AC on full blast only to cover yourself up to get warm from the AC that you put on?
I'm not freezing. I'm not hot.
Yeah, it's like a sweet spot. I don't know. It's weird. I can't really explain it. It's like a sweet spot, though. It's like you're not hot, but you're not cold. But
yep, it's just right.
Mm-hmm. And you're gonna sleep like a baby.
That's crazy. What the fuck we was talking about?
We was talking about. I was watching Disney movies.
Disney movies and talking about trolls and shit like that.
Yeah, and I also saw Tarzan. For the first time, I sat down and watched it in full.
It's not terrible.
It's not, but damn, that leopard was a son of a bitch, boy. Like that leopard was a true menace, bro.
The leopard was.
I was like, yo.
He was here for the. He was there for the violence. Only about the violence. The artist, the cartoonist, was all about the violence.
No, that leopard wanted all the smoke. He was like, I'm smoking everybody in this shit, yo. Bro, he was a menace, yo, for the beginning of the movie, yo. Like, yo, let's walk the path of the leopard right now, yo. The nigga killed the gorilla's baby, the original baby. Then he went and killed Tarzan's parents. Then, as the gorilla found Tarzan crying, my man was like, nah, you thought I left? Nah, I was just chilling in the rafters for you to go find the baby for me. Then he tried to kill the baby. What? He tried to kill Tarzan as a baby, didn't succeed. Came back later, beat the shit out of the Kerchak. Bro, he was a menace, bro.
Yeah, fuck that leopard. Fuck that leopard. That leopard was a real dick.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm interested, man. What else did you watch, man? You going on the fucking list. You watched a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Did you watch Little Mermaid too?
Nah, cause I seen that already. I was trying to watch stuff like Disney movies that I didn't see. I said, let me make the most out of Disney Plus shit. I'm gonna watch Tangled next.
Tangled. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Tangled's a good one. Tangled's a good one. There's another one too.
And I gotta watch Lilo and Stitch.
Wait, you never watched Lilo and Stitch?
Nah, I only seen like bits and parts of it, and I know the characters, but I never seen like
the
movie.
I'm so envious of you right now that you've never seen it, because now you're gonna watch it for the first time and you're gonna be cracking up. Stitch is a fucking dickhead, bro. There's one part, and I don't want to fuck. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Well, even though the movie came out like 20 years ago, but anyways, I'm gonna let you enjoy it. It's a good fucking movie. It's funny. It's really funny, and the animation still holds up.
Mm-hmm.
Animation still holds up. What else? Damn, Lilo and Stitch. I'm trying to think of another one that you. I'm not sure if this is Disney, but Brave. Did you watch Brave?
I saw Brave. Yeah, that's the one when the mother turned into the bear and shit, right? Yeah, with the red hair girl. Yeah, I saw that one.
Okay. Did you watch The Princess and the Frog?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. I like that movie.
I like that one. You can tell the villain's based off of that. What's that guy name? The Baron Samedi. The villain is based off of that guy.
Yeah.
You can tell he's based off of that.
Anything that's like fucking New Orleans, I love. I just love anything that comes from that kind of like world with like vampires and the Creole, like that shit. I love. I love that genre.
I gotta go there one. Oh, you would like the originals.
I've heard about it.
It's a CW vampire show, but it's based off. They're based in New Orleans, and it deals with like the vampires, the witches, and the werewolves, all trying to like cohabitate in that one area.
Yeah, I think when I went to New Orleans a couple of years ago, my sister-in-law pointed out something that was filmed from the original. She was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing! This is where they live." Da, 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 da. Oh, I don't care.
She found the Michelson's home.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It was like a corridor, right? Like it was like a building, and it has like the middle's open. It looks like a hotel for the Yeah, we was inside that shit.
Yeah, they know that was like their home compound. So it's like a little corridor. The door's open and it leads to a corridor. It has like a whole bunch of like
other apartments around you.
Yeah. That was like their compound, the Michelson's compound. Yo, okay.
Yeah, she was excited about that. I was like, I don't know what this is. But like, there's so much. If you go to New Orleans and you do like the tours and shit, where they just take you around, like around it's a pathway, and they have so many fucking stories that's so fucking like crazy. Like they explain.
Bro, I would imagine New Orleans is fucking creepy as hell, bro.
Yo, it's dope, man. It's nice. It's nice.
I know it's nice, but I could imagine it being like mad. You got mad like haunted stories and shit too, bro.
Oh, dude, you have no fucking idea. The fucking stories he told you. Yo, like there was like he takes you to a fucking church, right? And he goes, "You see that window right there, all the way in the top left hand side?" He said that window hasn't opened in 23 years. And he started telling the story like the one day it did open. What happened in this town, like when it did open? I'm like,
what's the story? I gotta hear it. You know the story? You remember it?
I don't remember like fully, but he was saying it was like a nun that was housing, like they were like not trafficking kids, but they were like kidnapping kids, and that they stood in that room.
Oh shit!
And yeah, it's some wild, crazy shit. But and mind you, like you drunk half the time, so like they're like, hey, we're gonna go to a bathroom break, but they'll take you to a bar to refill, to buy more drinks. So I was drunk, scared. I was like, this is crazy. But everything out there is like they big on like voodoo, vampires. Like vampire is like their fucking bread and butter. That's their bread and butter. Like they said, one of the they say like the first vampires I think was ever like talked about was from New Orleans, some shit like that. That's like the origin, the U.S. origin of vampires.
I know.
New Orleans.
I think Interview with the Vampire, they were based in New Orleans for a little bit in that movie. Lestat and Louis and Lestat.
They have Interview with the Vampires coming out with a show on Netflix. It has a really big budget. That movie was good. It was long, but it was fucking good. It
was a
movie. Yeah.
Well, I can't remember how it ended. I gotta watch it again. I know. I can't remember. I know Tom Cruise in the end is like turns a reporter into a vampire, but I can't. Did anything happen to Brad Pitt character at the end of that shit? No, right?
Nah. The fucking big fucking thing was in fucking burnt Kristen Dunst.
Yeah, that was the only thing, right? Kristen Dunst got like X'd out.
Yeah. He was pissed. He was pissed about that shit. That was a gruesome ass death, man.
Yeah, he killed all the vampires that was causing
fucking son.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, some crazy shit. Yeah, but if you ever want to go to New Orleans, man, definitely hit the fucking what is that, the trying to think, like the French Quarter, fucking, like you like that shit.
I gotta do some research first, man. I gotta make sure I don't accidentally book myself into a hotel that's haunted and shit, man. I gotta do some research first. I gotta find out which do some reviews.
Yo, Chris, what you doing on that, bro? You
No.
alright?
Yeah.
Oh man. So what else?
Oh, my week was good. So your week.
Oh wow, yo, that was the whole that was 40 minutes of your week,
bro. When I was talking about it, we started talking about different shit. That's why.
Oh shit!
And then you started calling thinking in between it and stuff like that. So it was like,
nah, man, my week compared to yours, bro. My shit's gonna take 30 seconds. Nah, my week was okay, man. It was kind of slow, really slow. A lot of things changed. Yo, dude, like for almost a year, bro. Almost a year, I was able to drive to work, and the job paid for my fucking parking garage, paid for my mileage. I was like, this shit can't get any better. So this was like, I was on vacation last week, and I get a nice little fucking, text from somebody that's on this panel, and ruined my fucking vacation.
Damn, Rick, why'd you do that?
This email stated that they were no longer covering our parking.
Damn.
So I was like, fuck, I was so anxious the whole entire weekend. Because I'm like, I haven't been on a train, no lie, like almost 6-7 years. And not only that I get on a train, I'm deep in the Bronx. So I'm on a train for a while. Even going through express shits, I'm still on the train for at least an hour.
You want to pay for park? How much is parking?
That shit adds up, bro. That shit's like $20.
They don't have like a kind of like a monthly plan for like that. Y'all just pay the monthly price and then you can just keep parking there.
The monthly price is pretty like because they're counting you parking there on the weekends and shit like that. So no, it's all good. Like, to be honest, man, it's good that I'm taking a train because now I'm walking to the train station, doing like, I'm walking in the morning, walking in the afternoon. Like, I'm just kind of like being more active versus just driving, which is cool, man. The first couple of commutes were fine. Going back home was always like an issue. There was always something that happened.
Of course.
So mind you, it's been so long since I've been on the train. So I lost my sense of direction, what to take, trains. So I get in this train station, That shit says downtown. I'm like, the fuck, bro? Like, I'm like, in my head, I just thought they were all the same. So I got up, we got up, went to the other train station. We couldn't find the 6 train. The 6 train wasn't running, some shit like that. There was a person that jumped in front of a train or got hit by a train a stop ahead of us in Spring Street.
Damn.
I was like, yo, so we're never gonna get home, bro. Yo, they said it on the intercom that someone got hit by a train, which I didn't know they did. They would just said it was like an investigation.
No, yeah, they'll tell you.
They never
If somebody
said.
they'll tell you someone got hit by a train. Yeah, they'll let you know.
That's new. That's new. They never used to do that shit, right?
Really?
But they ain't now.
They always let me know.
I always heard it was an investigation happening at a station. So, but the dude was like, yeah, somebody got hit by a train. Yo, there was like a guy, like a homeless guy, started laughing, and it was like a laugh, like ha ha. He was like ha. I laughed. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Who does that shit? Who laughs at that? But anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
did
but
the Welvin laugh.
Word. Yep, exactly. Just like Welvin.
Got it.
But yeah, like I was acting like a damsel in distress, like trying to find my way home, and then it just kicked in. I'm like, boom, and just remember like what to take, how to take it, where I was at. I'm like, all right, so I'm good. So the last couple of days has been Gucci, man. I get to work maybe in the morning, 45 minutes. Coming home is just the little tricky part. Fresh Prince was popping, bro. You better jump on. We're about to start talking about Moon Knight in the next 5 minutes.
You
So,
mean
yeah,
Marcus
man.
Steven?
Man, the Marcus Steven. It is Marcus Steven
show. I ain't, with a hint of Moon Knight. I ain't seen no Moon Knight in this fucking. Maybe next season we'll see Moon Knight.
It's like the fucking Boba Fett when it was just like Mandalorian, the first 2 episodes of that shit. Like, what was
the Book of
Boba?
Mandalorian.
Yeah, man, the Book of Mandalorian. Yeah, man, I had a good time. Well, we had like a workshop at the job. Yeah, we just not too bad, man. We was able to air some shit out. Had a good time. That's it. That's pretty much, man. Nothing. I'm just glad today's Friday. Get to enjoy my weekend, chill for a bit. I'm not gonna do nothing this weekend. I say this, but then tomorrow I do something. So, Chris, man,
Sleeping Beauty. How was your week?
Busy.
I was working from home today.
Oh,
Busy.
He's cranky.
Oh.
He's in there. He's not sharing today. Okay. He's not sharing today. Okay, got it, boss.
It's like I'm not giving you no context to my answers, y'all.
Nah, I just had to handle like two projects. This projects had a lot of research involved with them, and then a lot of emails. I had to send about I think close to 100 emails I had to do. And it's a lot of going back and forth with these customers that either have junk at our office or have left us, and now they're like, "Well, hold on to it." And I'm like, "No." So, so a lot of back and forth with that this week. So it was very busy.
Hang in there, guys. Remember, when that company goes big, y'all gonna be corporate. Hang in there.
Yeah, it's very busy.
Yo, what's that movie?
And then taking the train.
Just said that, when you said that, Red, like the hang in there shit, I just thought about a movie, and I'm trying to think about what movie it was. When the guy was like, "Hang in there, hang in there."
I was thinking about the little cat.
Fuck. I can't remember the movie.
Damn, it's fucking like he was just like, "Hang in there." Fuck. This is gonna bother me all night.
Is it a boxing movie? Because it sounds like something a boxing movie would say.
I think it is, man. Fuck.
Anyway,
Go Google it.
I got my booster shot scheduled for tomorrow.
What's your second booster?
Nah, my first booster.
Oh,
I got my second shot like late last year. I need to get it because I'm going to the UF Championship Series in the May in Connecticut. So I'm excited for that.
Okay, new Championship Series of what?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, you made it in there? Or are you watching?
No. I'm playing in it, but it's like it's an open event. It's just like I've got to try to make the top cut.
Okay, let's see. I wish you the best of luck in that, man. Hopefully you win.
Thank you. Yeah. And I never went to one of these like huge tournaments before, so it's gonna be exciting. I was gonna go in 2020. Like me and some coworkers at the time when we were at Apple, we were looking at Airbnbs to rent out, and then fucking shutdown happened. I'm like, oh, all right.
So you're gonna meet the official sweaty tryhards.
Well, they're checking like their shots and everything, so that's why I gotta go get my booster because I'm like, my regular shots ain't gonna cut it. They're like, you need the booster if you're qualified for one. I was like, okay.
Damn.
My doctor tried to ask me if I want to get another booster. I said, another booster? What the fuck are you talking about? No,
I just got the regular booster. I think there's like 2 more, right? Some shit like that.
There's a second booster. Yeah, there's a second booster shot out now. But a second booster?
That shit, nobody wants to be. For me, when I get the booster shots, it fucks me up.
Bro, I was good. I used to get a stiff arm, but when I got the booster shot, when I got the first 2 shots, I was good. I just had like a sore arm. When I got that booster shot, that shit fucked me up, bro. And I work part-time, so I had to go to work with that shit, bro. I couldn't call out, nigga. There was no coverage. Like, yo. So I had to go to work feeling like shit. I was over there drinking Gatorade. Somebody was telling me to drink Gatorade, and that luckily that shit worked. They like to pull the electrolytes back in your body, like build your body up with drink Gatorade.
That shit is wild, bro.
I was feeling I felt weak as shit. I said, yo, anybody can steal right now on me, nigga. They just got stiff on me, and I'm on the floor.
Best Buy supposed to give you that, especially give you a day. I think every job is supposed to give you a day for that shit.
Man, come on, you already know what this place. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's Best Buy. That's Best Buy, man. Shoulda, woulda.
Yeah, man, they're supposed to at least give you a day. Cause that shit be fucking me up. Cause that shit, it depends. It depends how your body reacts to that shit. Sometimes you get the shivers. Sometimes you get the fucking fever. You don't want to be working like that. Shit is the worst.
Yeah,
nobody wants to work.
I caught the shivers and the body ache and and I had a weakness. That was it.
Yeah, what real productivity are you gonna fucking accomplish feeling like that? Right now, you're just a warm body.
Yeah,
You're just a body. That's it. We got Fresh Prince in here. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, bro.
Yo, y'all been following the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial?
Every time I go to hold on because I know you're gonna go in. I'm gonna let you get the run off. I'm gonna let you
I know you're gonna go in.
I didn't even realize I was on. What's good, y'all?
Yo, welcome to the party. Yo,
all I heard was Reddit.
So I know Reddit's gonna go off. Reddit's gonna go off. All right,
I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna behave.
No, it's fine. The floor is yours. But let me get this off. I've been getting my recap, my updates through TikTok. Every time I go to TikTok, there's like a new clip that shows up. It's not looking good for her.
Nah.
It is not looking good for her. And yo, WB put out a statement or some shit like that. Not a statement, but someone that saw the movie or someone that's working on the movie said that Amber Heard, her role got cut down to 8 minutes. So she's only in the movie for 8 minutes.
That's still not gonna be good enough. Niggas want her gone. They want her gone. They don't want even.
Sticky's that dude. He'd be like, "Yo, it's 10:56." He'd be like, "Nah, it's 10:59." So yeah. So I think it was 10 minutes as well. 10 minutes was the the cutoff time. But yeah, that's all I had to say, man. So go ahead, Red.
Yo, they want her gone, bro. They don't want 10 minutes. They just want her not in the movie at all, bro. Like, yo, but nah, I just want to remember a while back, yo, before even all of this came out. And I said the bitch is lying, bro. I said it, bro. I said it from jump. I said she was lying, yo. And now that it's all coming out of court, yo, I feel justified. I feel like I'm right, yo. You know how good it feels to be like you were right, and you know she was lying, yo, and like everybody, like all this, like, you gotta believe her. She's a victim, and then I called it, yo. I called it, yo. I said this bitch lying from Jump Street, bro. She shit in the man's bed. She severed his finger. Severed his finger, bro. And then you're gonna flip around and say, no, not only severed his finger, then had the nerve to cheat on him. Had an affair with two people, James Franco and Elon Musk. She was smashing him behind his back. And then when he asks for a divorce, you're gonna turn around and say, yo, he abused you? Well, yo, you know what kind of low life piece of shit you gotta be? And then you say you're gonna pledge your money, your divorce money, to sick children, and you can't even do that.
Nope. Yo, I was here that like she donated like 1.3, and it wasn't even her money.
It was Johnny Depp that donated it. Just counted it as her because it was like technically still together or something at the time or whatever. Like
they testified that they recognized the account, and some of it came from Elon Musk's account.
Oh
wow.
Wow.
Bro. This girl is she's a low life bitch, bro. Like I will never watch any movie that she's in. I don't care.
She's an abuser, bro. Even her girlfriend before Johnny Depp came out and said that she was assaulted by her too.
Oh, she's bisexual? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know
that.
Dude.
I know she's beating her sister's ass. I know that for sure. They were talking about that too. How she beat up her sister, and the mother's afraid of her.
She got locked up. She got locked up for beating her girlfriend up. She has a mugshot.
Bro, you know what's scary? She has a baby. I didn't even know she had a baby.
She had a baby, and supposedly, the baby is I don't know if it's true.
Elon Musk kid, but nobody's like they don't know who the father is. They're like everybody knows who the father is. It could be Elon Musk. It could be James Franco, or it could be Johnny Depp.
No, the thing is that they were together, right? And they were like serious. So she froze her eggs, and he froze his sperm. And so after she stopped fucking with him, she allegedly used his frozen sperm to pregnant herself.
Wow, this chick got plans on plans, bro.
Holy shit, yo, this girl is
she's trying to get everybody.
A villain, bro.
Yeah, she didn't do it like the old fashioned way. She had it done like through the OBGYN. Like it was what do you call that shit? There's a name for that. It's
No, not is it
in vitro, right? It's like in vitro.
Yeah, it's in vitro.
So, yeah, so she had an in vitro pregnancy, like some shit like that.
I mean, whoever the father, they can fight it because technically, you're not supposed to be held for like support when you get pregnant that way. You can't be truly held for support. So I don't know.
She wilded out, man. I was watching something on TikTok, and it was I think it was the doorman.
Yeah.
The doorman
God.
The doorman was like, I don't want to deal with this no more. He's driving his car.
Oh yeah. He was in his car.
Was vaping and all that, bro.
Bro, fucking Johnny Depp started cracking up laughing, bro, when he did that shit.
He goes, listen. He's like, when I talk to people, I look at them in the eyes. I'm not looking for something, but I'm looking at your eyes. I would have noticed if she had a black eye. She didn't.
Yeah.
He's
like, I'm done with this, and he's driving like, yeah.
Bro, like,
what type of foundation or makeup did she have on? Listen.
Bro, that lawyer was pissing me off, yo.
Yo, she was getting tight, bro. Like,
he had makeup or whatever. Like, he's like, but the makeup doesn't cover the swelling.
That was the artist nigga, the old the best friend. He was like, he said, yeah. I mean, I know it's makeup, but makeup can't cover swelling. You see that shit. He said, I swell. Bro, he saw her every day after she said she got beat up by Johnny Depp. Like, he saw her.
Yo,
like
the fucking what killed me was the stories, right? Of like Johnny Depp and fucking Paul Bettany, right? I'm like, yo, they throwing this man under the bus. Like, he's still Disney. Even this is something that happened before. He was like, yo, how much coke did you do with Paul Bettany? I'm like, come on, man, leave Vision alone. Like,
yo,
this is like,
what?
he's like, yeah, we did some cocaine, we did some pills, He's like, so how much drugs you did with Marilyn Manson? He's like, I don't do drugs with Marilyn Manson. I gave him a Xanax to keep him from talking so much. yeah.
Bro, but are we really gonna pretend like these actors and singers are not doing drugs? Well, come on, like let's stop it.
I'm not trying to throw him on the bus.
I'm not. Yeah, all right. Can we talk about the elephant in the room? Can we talk about what the fuck accent does Johnny Depp have? That motherfucker's from Kentucky.
His own shit.
But man, yo, I can't call it. I'm like, yo,
bro,
is that from like?
You know what his accent is? His accent is called abused, nigga. He's been abused his whole life. You don't even know what to say, bro. Bro, he just mumbles. He mumbles his words, bro. Cause he's been abused his whole life.
He was choosing his words very, very carefully. Like he spoke very slow. He spoke slow, clear, and he was like, with context.
So you know,
like
you
even if it was it's a yes or no question, he still gave you context. I'm like, yo, let the man speak because he's getting to that point. You know what I mean? Sometimes sometimes it's not a yes or no.
Yeah, because when you dealing with like abusive people who could like fly off the handle, you have to talk to them in the way that he's talking right now in court. Like, you talk to them slow, give them context. That's how you talk to them, because like you know that any little thing could just flip them off and they'll fly off the handle and just start going crazy and hitting you. Like, it's sad, bro. You got abused as a kid, got out of it, and then turned around and married a woman that started abusing you, yo.
They both abuse. Listen, Amber Heard is a piece of shit, right? She did some wild, crazy shit, but the motherfuckers are so toxic. The fact that they was both recording each other for a long period of time, like, so they just knew, like, there was so much footage that you shouldn't even have. Like,
yeah.
Like, she had footage on deck, he had footage on deck. It was like, it was just so much shit that was happening. It was like, god damn. And then people like, there was like, oh, did you not say that to Paul Bettany that you wish that you found her dead, rotting, whatever? Like, yeah. Dude, if you being abused, you will want your fucking abuser to fucking die the worst fucking death.
Yeah, bro, exactly, bro. Like, who would not say that? That's being abused. Who would not say that? Yeah, of course he wants to rot in the car. He's not gonna actually do it, but he's gonna fantasize about that shit because he's being abused. He lost a finger.
Well, let's all hope that if he wins, if he wins, then this show will be fine. If he loses, then this episode may not age well. I'm just hoping but I got a strong feeling that
shut up.
He knows that I jinx it. He knows that I jinx it.
I'm not gonna say he's gonna win, but I feel like he has a strong case of doing it because his talent agent clearly stated that in his testimony that due to what she said, he's lost roles, which that gives you claim for defamation. Right. I mean, the defamation that and that's what the case is all about, the defamation of his character. So his talent agent said that he literally lost roles from Disney, and they said it was because of the stuff that she said.
So he's gonna, if he wins,
his case got proven with that.
Right. He's suing Disney. He's suing WB.
Like, he said he's done with Disney. My man said He said, "I'm never doing Jack Sparrow again," which is it saddens me.
And,
Yeah.
and he made a good point too. He's like, listen, they don't want me to play Jack Sparrow no more, right? But yet they still use my likeness. They sell toys at Disney. They have somebody walking around, like they profit off his character,
Right.
right? Because mind you, he had like a majority stake of that character. Like he was like one of the few actors that had he had stock in his own character. Like he was getting paid off the toys. Like he was Jack Sparrow. There was no one else.
Right.
Like that was his thing,
Bro.
So they gave him a piece of that. So the fact that they cut him off that's Disney for trying to save money. To be honest,
Yeah.
Just to add on to your point is the ride. First of all, the movie Pirates of the Caribbean was based off of the ride in Disney. It was a ride in Disney first, and they decided to make a movie out of it. But since to add on to your point that he made Jack Sparrow so popular, they went and added his character to the ride in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And he now pops up as an animatronic or something like that during the ride or whatever like that.
yeah,
So-
they still use his voice in the animatronic. Like
So
it's crazy.
yo, like
Yeah, you want me? It's okay for me to be in your theme parks, but I can't be in your movies because it
Exactly.
was an allegation. Once again,
Yeah.
like is these studios that are so reactive, right? Because they don't want to lose money. They don't want to lose like these investors and shit. And it's fucked up because this shit really fucked up for like real victims. Like there's real victims out there that's really getting beat, that's getting hurt out there, and then you got these people that's crying wolf. Like I'm sure. Listen, I'm sure that Johnny Depp probably said some real douchebag shit that probably like egged her on, but she's clearly like the one that's been hitting him. Like, you know, regardless of what people say with words, it's words. She was using physical violence, which is, you know, a no go.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And historically, she's been fucking beat. She's been putting hands on people.
like it's
She's not
sad.
the first one.
It's sad that his sister has to book 2 rooms for them in case she gets abusive, that he has another room to escape to go to but to get away from her. Because when they were kids, that's what they used to do. They used to have an escape for whenever their mother get abusive. They'll have somewhere to escape to hide from her. So she knows the trauma that he's going through. She can see the signs of when he's going through it, to book him another room, to put him in that room. It's insane, bro. Like my heart breaks for the guy because that's crazy. Like a lot of guys are calling him weak and shit, but like you don't know what you've been through. Like he had a rough childhood. To like judge him now because how he's dealing with this abusive woman, like you can't judge him, man. We don't know the life that he lived. That's kind of it's crazy.
And it sucks because you Amber Heard, like she's not like the best actress in the world, but she's a fucking gorgeous. She's a gorgeous human being.
She is beautiful, but I mean, she's ugly on the inside right now.
And that's probably what fucking got Johnny Depp like strung up. She was young. She was in her 20s.
Hey, he left his wife for her.
Yeah, like you know, he just, you know, this was a back call on him. This was just
he should have stuck with his wife. And that same wife came and defended you. That's a saint right there because the wife her came and defended you and your child, bro.
Yeah, and she was like, "Yo, he's never been abusive to me," and you could tell, like, based on like his
demeanor,
personality, and demeanor, that when he gets drunk and high, he's not the type of person that's violent. He's the ones that get high that has a good ass time, right?
Bro, yeah.
He doesn't look like he doesn't look like he's gonna be like he may make he looks the type that he'll probably go make like lewd remarks, right? Or maybe touch a leg or something like that. But to be violent, I don't see that because he's been in the business for what 30-something years. How many times has he been locked up?
Never heard of it. You never heard of no violence, no nothing with him.
I mean, it could be because we don't hear about these things but people would have came out already. You would have heard
little whispers or something, man.
Yeah, the one person that came out, it would have Amber Heard or whatever. Even if she was lying, you would have had the other victims feeling more confident coming out and saying things. No one said anything. Like Harvey Weinstein, it only took that one person to complain, and then 30 women came.
Floodgates open.
Yeah, that's how it normally works. But with Johnny Depp, you didn't get nobody.
I just want to see people gonna do their job and get her for that defamation. Not for the defamation, but lying on her disposition. Because after all her lies just been disproven, she should be looking at some jail time. They arrested Lil' Kim. They arrested Lil' Kim for lying on the oath. They better get her.
She's definitely gonna have to pay a lot of money because part of the divorce was her getting half of his money. But if she was cheating on him with two other people, and one of them was on camera in the elevator, he's gonna get that money back.
My man James Franco had a full weekend bag on his back, man. Like, hiding his face down like this. You saw a big ass book bag full of that. Yo, he was ready, man. He was spending a couple days in that penthouse, boy. My man had a fully stacked book bag, yo. You know there was condoms in that shit, boy.
Yeah, shit is no joke, man. It's wild crazy out in these streets. But yeah, I mean, it's not looking good for her. I'm not sure how long this shit is gonna take because I feel like this shit has been going on forever. There's another court case that's going around too, right? Is that one and there's something else?
All I know is this one. I'm lost in the other one because I think this one's wrapping up soon. I think they're gonna talk to her witnesses, which ain't many. Because even James Franco now he backed out, say he's not gonna testify on her behalf or some shit. He backed out.
That's a smart move because so it's defending her. That's it. There goes his career.
Well, his career is already done.
Exactly.
He got canceled already. He got canceled.
Pick up for her? Nah, bro.
He was fucking his students in Columbia University.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And girl, the women came out, said that he was like taking advantage of them. He was grooming them. He was grooming his students, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen said he will never work with him again.
He's trying to They say he was trying. That's why they say he's trying to build back his name so he could try to make a comeback or whatever like that. But I don't see it happening. And he figured that if he goes defending her, he's gonna tarnish his chances. So.
Yeah.
Bro, you're not coming back though. Nobody's watching this shit.
Nobody worry about you.
To tell the truth, it was only Seth Rogen movies that made that nigga popping, bro. It wasn't really without Seth Rogen movies. What else he got? The Hangover, not The Hangover. Pineapple Express. That's Seth Rogen.
That's still Seth Rogen, yeah. Everything he had a lot of
Spider-Man.
He had that one movie where he played like this actor that was really bad. Yeah.
You're talking about oh shit.
Pineapple Express. This is the end.
No, it's the worst movie of all time. He basically did like a remake of the dude doing it.
The Room.
The Room.
There you go, The Room. Yeah. I thought you were talking. He got some buzz for 127 hours though. I thought that's what you were talking about originally. That joint where I didn't watch it either, but
I ain't watching that shit. Some dude climbing and got his leg snagged in a rock or some shit. I'm not watching that shit.
And the Grand Canyon, some shit like that.
Yeah,
I heard about that shit. I never watched that.
Yeah, me neither, but he got buzz from it though. Like,
the only movies I know people talk for him about is Pineapple Express, This Is the End, and the shit where they try to assassinate Kim Jong-un and shit like that.
Interview.
What was it? The
Interview, yeah.
The Interview, yeah.
Yo, let's talk about this real quick, yo. Remember how shook United States was
putting out that movie?
They was like, they don't want it in the theaters because they were shook about North Korea. And they only did it it was like a VOD. They stopped it. It was supposed to come out in theaters, and they were so shook. Yo, Kim Jong-un was like, yo, this movie comes out, it's going to be full-on war. Yo, and people were shook. And they released that shit. I'm like, this movie was not that serious. I mean, even though his death was like mad fucked up, like gruesome, but it was funny. It was not a fucking gut-wrenching movie. Like, I didn't laugh that hard. It was just...
You trying to honey dick me? No, you trying to honey dick me.
The whole vibe I got from that was like a live action, like South Park, but like one of them other movies them dudes would have made. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like one of those type of movies.
Yeah, like Brett said, like Red said, fucking Pineapple Express was like peak. That was his peak.
Yeah.
That was like
I like
Stoner.
this the end too. I like this the end.
Yeah, it's Pineapple Express. This is the end. That's it.
Yeah.
But it was so many, but it was so many other characters in that movie that you care more about than James Franco.
Actually,
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride really.
Yeah, Danny McBride.
If you want to talk about this is the end, it's really Danny McBride and damn, I'm forgetting the black dude's name.
Dimples. I got that fat that I got dimples.
I'm forgetting the black dude's name. Jesus.
Craig
Robinson. Thank you, bro. Craig Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Danny McBride and Craig Robinson really. I think they really carried that movie, bro. Not for anything.
Man said I cooked y'all bacon and eggs, and y'all gonna come at me like this? Fuck y'all niggas. Yeah, that nigga really cooked all the food they had left, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro.
Danny McBride, bro, like his character, man. He even though he plays the same type of character, like his cadence and how he talks.
Yeah, I love that.
But it always cracks me up. It always cracks like that show he had on HBO. I mean, he has a couple.
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down, fucking hilarious, dude.
And they got the Holy Gemstones now, or something.
Holy Gemstones is a new one. Yeah, that one. I seen one episode of that shit. This shit is wild crazy,
bro.
Like
when I first saw him,
if you're like a Baptist, you're not gonna like this movie. Like this.
Isn't it more like they're more like the
like Baptist Christian?
No, they're more like the televangelical ones. Like that's what they're making fun of.
It's
like the Joel Osteens and them type of dudes they're making fun of.
Oh, I thought Joel Osteen was like that. I've watched him probably once. I thought he was like more like a Christian dude. I don't know. It's a spectacle.
Yeah. Joel Osteen is one. Yeah, he's a Christian dude, but he's one of those televangelical Christian dudes that they do all they want you to send them money and they do all this shit on TV and shit like that. Like kind of the super get rich kind of pastors. That's what he is.
Yeah.
That's what they're making fun of in that shit.
To be honest, they're making fun of the other dude. Remember that guy, the one that said COVID-19, and he was like that. He had the way he looked like he looks like a devil. White guy, I forgot his name. They making fun of him, to be honest.
I mean, all them televangelical white people look like devils.
Oh! You talking about the real life dude? I thought you were talking about the actor. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
So evil, bro. Like.
Are you talking about the one that this guy's playing in the movie? The one that Spider-Man's playing in the movie?
I think so. He's the one that they had an interview with. She was like, "Oh, so you take money from the church and you buy these like expensive like planes and shit like that." He's like, "No, this is Jesus's money. This is like it's wild, like it's wild crazy." Like like this is he's wild crazy. He was the one that was telling everyone not to wear masks at the church. He's like, don't wear the mask at the church, and like. Mad motherfuckers died. It was like a super spreader. Like,
why?
He wildin'.
Why?
Crazy, man. That's just wild, dude. Like, man, I feel going back to Johnny Depp, man. I just hope that he gets. I really want him to get his, bread back up. Like, I enjoy his movies.
Yeah.
It's sad not to get another Jack Sparrow because they got a new Pirates of the Caribbean coming out with Margot Robbie. And it's gonna tank.
It's gonna tank hard body. People are already boycotting that shit.
It's
gonna get the Fantastic Beasts treatment because they recasted him for Margot Robbie. She's supposed to be the new Jack Sparrow and the Jack Sparrow lead type in the Pirates movie going forward. I should say she's supposed to be their new lead.
Either she's Jack Sparrow like the new version, or she's like a descendant or like a child of him, but she's gonna be like the eccentric same type. I'm like, I mean, Margot Robbie, God bless her, she's beautiful. I will watch her in any movie.
She's good.
I'm not
sure I'll give her that.
I don't think this one is gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be racist. I don't think it's gonna be good, man. I don't know. But hey, listen, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go.
I'm gonna watch it because she was talking wild shit, so I want to see if she's gonna back it up. I'm not gonna She was talking wild shit, how this movie's gonna be better and all that. Oh yeah, she was talking about how this movie's gonna be better and all that stuff. Like they're gonna do it better and all that shit. So yeah, I gotta see it.
I mean, I gotta ask you a question real quick. How many of the movies are there?
Pirates? I gotta count
4 or 5?
Hold on. You got
I think it's 4 or 5. No, 5. I think it's 5.
Dead Man's Chest, The World, whatever the world shit, Stranger Tides. Yeah, it's 5.
5.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I've seen anything after the third one. That's the one. Is the third one the one with the black chick playing the voodoo character? Yeah,
the third one is when she's playing. This is what Tandy Newton. Is it Tandy Newton? What? Somebody's playing the voodoo chick.
I swear, I wanted to say that.
She's supposed to be the goddess Calypso.
I'm thinking that other black chick from.
But Fresh Prince, you good? You good because 3 is where it peaked. So you good?
All right. That's what I was gonna ask. That's what I was basically getting down to because I didn't see anything after that. So.
I mean, technically, they were supposed to continue it with this guy, Orlando Bloom character, or whatever. Cause he's supposed to come back, and it was supposed to continue the adventures on with that shit or something.
That would have been the smartest way to do it. Like, if you're going to do it and get rid of Johnny Depp, that would have been the smartest bet. But I don't know.
Yeah, nah, that shit is wild, though. Anyways, man, that
I don't
shit
know
is crazy.
Who knows what they're planning? I mean, they've brought Blackbeard in Pirates. They brought all kind of people in Pirates. They even had Poseidon's Trident in Pirates. So everything's been in Pirates, bro. That was the 5th movie, the Poseidon's Trident.
Yeah, it was
I think Davy Jones. Yeah, it was the last one I seen.
Yeah, the 4th movie was The Fountain of Youth.
The last movie was the one with the dude that had like he was kind of like his head was like floating and shit. That was Hispanic actor.
Javier Bardem was the villain in the last one.
I mean, listen, don't get it twisted. Like, it was an okay movie. It just like it got a little messy towards the end.
I watched all of them. As long as Johnny Depp was playing Jack Sparrow, I was in there for all those Pirates movies, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I was in there for all of them, bro.
To be honest, I was excited because the way the last movie, they do like a they de-age him. They make him like a young Jack Sparrow. I'm like, yo,
that shit was like, crazy. Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, they could do a prequel and go back and give us the origin of Jack Sparrow, like him getting into fucking trouble. Like, that would be fucking amazing because it looked so good. It didn't look fake. It looked natural.
Yeah, because in the 5th movie, he was being hunted by Javier Bardem because he betrayed him, and when Javier Bardem was alive, he betrayed them, and then he tricked them and did some shit that caused him to lead them to their dooms and shit. And when they showed it was like a young Jack Sparrow, he was like flipping the shit. I said, yo, this CG is crazy. That really look like young Johnny Depp. Yo, that's crazy. Yo.
Yeah. It was definitely a defect. Like, they just like there was a young kid and they used his face. So I don't know if that's considered like de-aging.
This is doing a good job with that shit, yeah, man.
Yeah,
they're getting better with that the young de-aging shit.
Yeah, they did. I think the best de-aging they did was either Johnny Depp's or I would say Robert Downey Jr. in Civil War. When they did the technology, that shit was
it looked weird though, still kind of like I think Nick Fury's in Captain Marvel, even though that movie is terrible. I think his was better than
they did make Sam Jackson look young in that shit.
That looked like a young Sam Jackson. Like I didn't see any the uncanny valley wasn't there. I didn't see any like
I heard that there was like very minimal CG and it was mostly makeup.
They could have used a better wig though. You could tell us. You could tell that hair was hella fake, boy. I was like, yo, that hair is hella fake, man.
Yeah, it's hard to get our hair right with wigs, man. Like, it's hard.
Yeah, it's a hit or miss, man. It's a hit or miss. Wilfred says, "So my bad, I missed your comment. Was a female male you have in your group? We haven't seen her in a while. She's not out here anymore, bro. I thought we discussed that a while ago. But yeah, she's I think she started doing some medical stuff, medical school, and she got super busy. So yeah, I mean, it didn't work out, but you know, she's always welcome to come back. So 5. So we're gonna get into the bullshit, man, because you know we've been waiting, right? We're gonna talk about this Moon Knight. I am super fucking scared. I'm fucking scared. All right. I have PTSD with these fucking Disney Plus shows and how they don't know how to wrap shit up. Right? I'm hearing on the internet that this show, the last episode, is gonna only be 43 minutes long. And if you ever watch these Disney Plus credits, them should be like 5 minutes. So if it's 43 minutes for finale, and I feel like there's so much shit that has to happen.
No, I believe the runtime, the actual show, I believe the runtime is 42 minutes. I don't think they're counting credits. So it's 42 minutes for the actual episode, I believe. I'm hoping, because that's how I took it when
if that's true, it's cool. I'm also hearing that there was supposed to be more footage shown this episode, but they had to cut it because that character, he was supposed to play a bigger part. Yeah, he passed away, so they removed his scenes. Yeah. And that's why at that episode where you hear him go when he stabbed him, they were just insinuating he died. You don't have to see him again.
Yeah.
But he's supposed to come back. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna get into Moon Knight, episode 5 review. Okay, this is super spoilery. We don't wait the next week. We talk about it immediately. If you haven't seen it, you may want to come back. Bro, Oscar Isaac. You know what? All right. You tend to forget that you're watching just one person. He's acting with himself. Mm-hmm. Like in my head, I'm like, damn, there's 2 Oscar Isaacs, because that's how I feel. There's 2 motherfuckers in the room. It's only him, and he plays it so well. And it's just like, this shit. Disney, Marvel hates parents, trauma. Yo, dude, let me tell you, this motherfucker created an alter ego because he didn't want to get beat. So he created Steven to be his stress ball, but this is the fucking kicker. I think that Steven, because he loved his mother so much, he ended up creating another subconscious, which is Jake, and he's the motherfucker that's been getting beat this whole fucking time. Yep. And no one is saying it, but the very first person you see with the bandage was Jake.
Yep.
Because he had the oldie New York accent, like, "Well, you getting all this money, right?" I'm like, I see. No one is saying nothing, but I see that.
I see what y'all doing.
You talking to, we never met this character before. But I'm like, but then when you watch the show and they talk about how the balance and shit like that, I'm like, when I saw that she was going off balance, I'm like, oh yeah, because there's a third personality we haven't met yet. So let's meet this person so we can peel back the layers and get this balance. But I guess, you know, what happened and then balance. I'm like, so how does he fit into this? But anyways, so they explain why. When someone dies, they go into a subconscious, and we said this last episode, that it's whatever, it's like what they're accustomed to. Like the Wakandans has the astral plane, right? So pretty much Black Panther, when he drinks the heart, the shaped herb, the heart-shaped herb, he dies.
Mm-hmm. Well, I won't say he dies. It's kind of like close to death. You know, like how somebody who's like close to flatlining, they'll see like they'll say they'll see like angels or they'll see heaven or they've seen hell or whatever like that, and then
No,
they'll
he
come back.
dies. No, he
Yeah,
no.
I think it's technically death.
It's death. It's death, but it's death in the intentions to coming back for him, because he's coming back regardless. But that ancestral plane is pretty much the in between dying and living.
Nah, but not for Black Panther. I don't think he dies. Because
that's
gives
the way
them
they broke it down.
Bass gives them the gift of seeing the ancestral plane, so he doesn't die.
But I think he dies in order to get there. That's why that's why he's buried, and that's when he wakes up. He's freezing because his blood. When you die, you turn cold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree, but we're just gonna leave it at that because it's not convincing me. I'm not.
I mean, he was buried under a pile of snow.
I'm with you, Red.
But he wasn't dead.
No, that was at the end. He was in snow. But the first
in the beginning, when he wasn't freezing, he was out of breath
because he wasn't breathing, bro.
Because his heart.
He was breathing. What are you talking about? He wasn't dead.
He was.
And Baku said he wasn't dead.
That was before it happened. He wasn't dead. They kept him alive. And then they gave him the herb, and that's when he went to visit, which is when he died, and then he came back. We're trying to express. Because I understand what you're saying, Red. I'm not putting any comic book knowledge into this right now. I'm just talking about how the show is expressing what they're expressing.
I understand that, but even in the movie, they would have said he died, you die, and come back. Even they never said that in Black Panther, and I just watched it literally today. They don't say that he dies, yo. He doesn't.
Because they probably had no intention. They had no intention. You know, these niggas is going back and connecting everything right now. It probably wasn't a thing then, but because of how they're explaining things now, that is actually what has to happen. You have to die to come back. It's just a different POV of the afterlife. You have your own. All right, let me put it to you like this, because I had a conversation today. So, and we'll take it back since you just watched the movie today. When Tarwet was explaining to them, when she was explaining to them the afterlife, right? She was telling them that it's in the POV of the soul. So because Mark and his condition, that's why he sees it in the way he sees it, right? So when they get outside of the boat is when he actually gets to see it for what it is. Now you see how it looks, you see how it's represented, the same purple skies and all of that. But the difference is that when they're there, they see everything in Egypt and the sands and all of that. She made a reference saying that these are interconnected points of consciousness. So because that is the afterlife. The ancestral plane has to be the afterlife because it's an interconnected point of consciousness. Now, because they grew up in their religion and their culture and whatever, that's why T'Challa is able to go and visit all of his ancestors. But because Eric never went through that culture and never learned it the way that everybody else learned it, that's why he was only able to see it through the outside of his windows in the apartment in LA. Because he knew about it, from reading what his pops gave him, but he didn't have the full knowledge of being immersed and growing up in the culture and truly understanding what it is, which is why he didn't really get to experience it the way that T'Challa experienced it. Does that make sense?
I mean, I understand everything you're saying, but you're also missing the point that the ancestral plane is the endpoint. It's not a travel. She said it. Tawet literally said the ancestral plane is the endpoint. That's the point you travel to. The what travels you do to an ancestral plane. It's an endpoint.
So, in the movie notes here, it says T'Challa was already killed and resurrected in Black Panther. So he was resurrected in Black Panther. So he died.
No, he was not dead. Because he said it himself, I was never killed. Because if he had died, he wouldn't be able to continue. No. Let me. I let y'all talk. I let y'all talk. If he dies, he cannot continue the ritual combat for him to be king. So the fact is that he didn't die the whole time. That's why when he came back, he said, "I'm not dead," and I never yielded. If he died at any point, the thing was over. Killmonger's king. Killmonger's king.
He doesn't understand he died, bro. It's an experience. He doesn't know he died.
It doesn't.
He didn't die.
Like I just went to the ancestral plane to visit my ancestors. But if you think about it, the name itself, ancestors, bro. Those are your people that passed on. So literally, it's in the name.
I feel you, but I'm saying he's not dead. You could be there in a dream because sleep is the closest form to death. So sleeping can also bring you there. You never heard of people talking to the dead in their sleep?
But so when you
I'm asking you a question.
Sleep is the closest. Sleep is called a cousin to death. Sleep is the closest you can get to death. So that's why people talk. Sometimes people often talk to dead people in their sleep.
Question, Red. Have you ever heard, and your parents are from the islands, right? So I'm pretty sure you heard this before.
Yeah.
Why do people say God bless you after you sneeze?
They claim that your heart stopped for like a few seconds or whatever like that when you sneeze. So
technically,
that's superstition behind it.
Superstition. You technically, like, your heart is stopping. That's the definition of death. So technically you died for those split seconds, however long it may be. That's the only point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying he's dead. Yeah, we know he's not dead.
No, yeah.
But you died for whatever period of time it was, and then you brought back. Just like people's hearts stopped and they end up bringing them back to life. They said, yo, literally, you were dead for such and such amount of time. So do we only say they were dead when it passes like a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? Like, when do we actually say they're dead? That they died, I'm saying. Sorry. When do we say that someone actually died? Even if they came back.
When the doctors say call it, and they call your time of death. That's the one.
It just makes
you back. They say that you died for this amount of time.
I can't believe we're having this argument over Moon Knight, yo.
I'm just asking a question.
All right, what happened?
Don't worry about it. It's not that serious. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Actually, I didn't hear the question.
I mean, that's the point of us. That's the point of our show is that we have these discussions.
Yeah, so that's what we talk about, bro. So go ahead.
That's what we talk about. So go ahead.
I was just asking, right? I was just asking. Okay, so we've had. I'm trying to fix my light. So, but anyway. So when people die, right? We've had instances in real life when people say that, yo, they died for such and such amount of time, and then they were brought back to life, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not mythological. Like, we've had instances where that has happened, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, when do we say that someone died? Because you're saying that, oh, he didn't die because he's still alive. But the point I'm trying to make is that every time he goes into the ancestral plane, regardless of whether it's seconds, it's a minute, or whatever the case may be, he's technically dead to reach the ancestral plane. That's the only point I was trying to make. And say technically. That's the only point I'm trying to make.
And I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you that I don't think they're dead. They're in a deep sleep. They're in a very deep sleep. You don't have to die to talk to the dead. You can reach the ancestral plane through sleep.
I don't think so. I don't think they said. I don't think they said that. I mean, you're assuming, yeah.
You're assuming that they're dead.
No,
Black Panther, they never said that. Yo, the king dies. We're all assuming right now, so everybody's assuming at this point.
I'm not assuming.
Everybody's assuming at this point.
I just read the movie notes right now. I'm reading what it says in the script. It says he died and resurrected. That's what I'm reading from Coogler himself. That's why I said it at the very beginning, and it almost makes sense when what Fresh Prince said is that when Killmonger went ahead and drank from that he doesn't know about the ancestral plane. He goes based on what he thinks, and that's why he went back to that apartment and had this whole conversation with his dad, because it's based on like it takes him to that area. It takes him to that in between space, like how what's happening with Mark Spector. Like Mark Spector, he died. He is dead, and he is in between.
Dead right now, bro.
He's dead. Like, she's breaking all the rules to take. And she's like, Osiris is gonna be mad about this.
But, yeah.
Okay, to counter that argument, his father wouldn't be in the ancestral plane anyway because his father wasn't the king of Wakanda. The ancestral plane is reserved for past kings.
He's of the royal bloodline, bro.
Yes, no, you have to be the king to make it to the ancestral plane. His father wasn't the king.
I think we're talking about comics, bro.
I'm talking about Killmonger. Talking about when he met Killmonger's father. Killmonger's father wasn't a king, so he wouldn't be in that ancestral plane. He died regular, so he'll be wherever. Huh?
Comics, though. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not talking about.
No, I'm talking about the movie. This is the movie. We're not talking about comics.
But I think what you're saying is based off of comics because he's not a king. He's not able to reach the ancestral plane. I believe he is able to reach the ancestral plane.
No, they said in the movie. They said the ancestral plane is for past kings. They said in the movie it's for the past kings of Wakanda. They didn't say it's for the royal bloodline. They said the people who are kings of Wakanda, they go to the ancestral plane.
All right. I'm not gonna go against that because I haven't seen it in a while.
But I also think that where he was at in that apartment was not an ancestral plane, because I think that in between every single one, even with Thanos, when he snapped his fingers, that is some kind of like experience where he technically maybe didn't die, or maybe he's in between, because he
was dead. He was dead too.
No, the people that the Thanos snap is dead because they said it with Spider-Man's the reason why he took so long to die is because his spider sense was actively trying to keep him alive. That's why he felt it more than when the other people felt it when he was saying, Mr. Stark, I feel weird. It was a spider sense going crazy because it was trying to keep him alive. That's why he was like hanging on longer than everybody else and he was able to talk.
So yeah, so it makes sense that they creating these realities where this is where they go when they die, like these thoughts, these last communications with these people. Like they had one with Tony Stark. They deleted that scene when he spoke to his older daughter. So I guess this is what they wanted to go. I think this is what Kevin Feige plans with the next phase, to have these areas where they can go and visit these in between spaces.
Right.
But but Mark and Steven died, and that shit was wild, dude. Like going back into trauma, like dude, like he had a brother. His brother died. He blamed himself. It was really fucked up. Like it's just the way his moms treated him was wild, crazy, dude. And he was like, "Yo, don't look, yo, like that shit." Going back to Oscar Isaac's acting ability, yo, he is top tier. He is fucking top tier because you felt every fucking emotion, even his pops, like because when I saw the funeral with Shiva, I was like, damn, bro, his brother actually fucking died. And I don't know, man, it's fucked up, man. How did you guys like the episode?
Well, I don't want to go into the whole episode, but since you left off at that one part, like, I just want to say Disney is fucked up, bro. Because you already said how Disney is like...
Yo, he got disconnected?
I didn't mean to say it.
Yo, the host got disconnected. Yo, what's fresh?
Oh, bro. Oh, man. What's good, fresh? You with us?
Nah, the mic is muted. The camera's off.
Moving so it ain't awkward. But, okay, so for y'all too, right? Did y'all notice, or am I the only one that caught this because my mind goes to wild places, but the little kid's name was like Randall, or he was calling him Roro, right?
Roro.
So am I the only one that was like, damn, y'all kind of savage for doing this? Like, he died the way he did, and it's like his name is Roro, or they called him Roro, and the first thing I'm thinking about is like, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, merrily, merrily. Life is what a dream. And that's the way he died. Underwater in like a little street. I don't know if I'm the only one that connects. My mind is weird.
What was up with the?
I don't think about that.
Right. My thing was, what was up with the broken conjure bone when he was about to go in the cave?
Conjure's been waiting.
Conjure.
He's been fucking grooming him since he was a fucking kid. He was a
that's
real
when it started.
asshole.
Conjure might have even killed his brother. I don't know, bro. But like that might. I think that's the significance. Was that's the day it started, bro. He might not have killed him, but I think that's the day he started, like Fresh said, started grooming Mark. Like from that point on.
He's like, yeah, he's gonna be a good candidate at one point in life, and this is gonna be his traumatic. This is gonna be his what's gonna be the breaking point to his whole shit, which I think is wild, crazy, man. If that's true,
I think it is, bro.
Yeah, my bad, guys. My computer had died, so I'm on my phone now. Once again, I thought it was being charged, and it was not being charged.
So your phone must have died too, then.
No, my shit was charged on. I made sure that it was charged. Yeah, man. Crazy, man. It was a really fucking heartfelt episode, man. Like, you really feel bad for Mark, you feel bad for Steven, and Steven realizing that he was something that was made up, and he said, "Yo, you just created me just to be a fucking stress ball."
Wow.
And then you think about it, he's like, she's never did anything bad to me. So I'm like,
yeah,
you weren't there for the beating because he made you for the beatings.
Right.
So now he fucking created another personality to be his stress ball. Because for someone that's getting beat like that, you wouldn't think that he love his. Well, I mean, there's kids that get beat all the time and they love their parents regardless. So it happens.
Let me ask you this, Fresh, because you just said the way you phrased it. You meant to say it this way. I'm thinking about it a little bit differently because we still have Jake, right? Like you said, Steven is always like, "Yo, why are you remembering it like that? Like she was never like that." And the point was for him to create Steven, so just like you said, for the beatings, right? But Steven at the same time says like she wasn't like that. Why are you remembering it like that? I don't think Steven was the one taking the beatings. It was Jake. And that's why Jake is going to come out and going to be the worst one of all of them, bro. And that I feel like it was created, but at the same time, I don't think he was ever around when his moms did nothing crazy.
No, he's never he never got beat. It was Jake, and that's why he became a psychotic person that just lacked empathy.
I understand your theory. Shit, hold on. I understand your theory, but then Mark remembers creating Steven. Why doesn't Steven remember creating Jake then, if that's the case? Because you would have to remember. Somebody would have to remember creating another person. So
Mark created him, but is not trying to admit it, right?
I think Mark is still holding these secrets because he even told him, "Don't watch this."
Right.
Because had he watched it, he would have saw another conversion. He was like, "What the hell is this?" I don't think Mark is being 100%.
Yeah.
He's still holding shit back. I think he's still. And if anything, if it'll be a super twist, because oh shit, I just thought about it. No, maybe not, because I was thinking maybe Jake was the one that killed his wife's
mom.
father.
Oh,
but they didn't show him on that. They didn't show him in that room.
Yeah, I think it was Bushman. He said the story. So I think they're keeping that true.
He said.
Yeah, I think they're keeping that true to it. I think it was Bushman, and then he'll probably come back as well.
Yeah.
To season 2.
Yeah, I know he said it, but
well,
it's always, with these movies are like a misdirect. Yeah,
Jake
I mean, it's a stretch. It's a reach.
I don't think he intended to create Jake. I think Jake was a forced manifestation of whenever Mark gets into a life or death situation, when Jake comes out. Because if you even look at the part when he's fighting these dudes on the roof or whatever, like, see the kid there, like he was about to punch the kid, he took a minute, slapped the shit out of him. Like, Mark is capable, but he's not deadly like that. You know what I'm saying? Or has that mentality where I don't think he really in a one-on-one combat situation to go and really just take somebody out like that. So I feel because of his moral values and he still struggles with shit like that, I think that's when Jake comes out, is when he can't stomach doing the shit he has to do, or when he's in a life and death situation, Jake is like, okay, I can't die. Like, let me take over. You know what I'm saying? Handle the situation and then pop back out. Like when he woke up and the dude was already like shivved on the end of the knife and then he didn't know what was going on. And neither one of them was like, I didn't do it. Like, I think that's what it is, bro. I think he comes out as an instinct.
I tell you one person that knows the existence of Jake, and that's motherfucker Conchu. That might be his favorite, because he probably just does whatever he says. That motherfucker is a murderer. That guy lacks empathy. They based his character on the taxi driver.
That's what I'm thinking. Do you think he could have killed their moms and they don't know about it, or do you think that's too far for Disney to take it? Right?
Nah, he ain't
that's where I'm with right now.
We're not gonna let him kill the mom. No.
That'll be kind of interesting, bro. Like,
nah, she probably just died because she was just she just got fucked up, or she lost a child. She got into drinking. She probably fucking her body just withered off.
A lot of times, if he killed the mom, it'll be. Disney still wants you to look at this guy as a hero, and if he goes in like, even though the mother's abusive, like killing your mom though is like, unless your mother's like a hardcore supervillain, it's gonna be over the top for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my like going back into going back to the top of this conversation with Moon Knight is like, all right, so if the show is gonna be 43 minutes long. We got so much to fucking impact for him to even become Moon Knight again, because now we got to go back we need to go back to Earth, and we need to go back to Shorty releasing Khonshu.
This shit not even called Moon Knight. This shit is called this shit the psychoanalysis of Mark Spector or some shit like that. I ain't seen no Moon Knight in this fucking series, bro. Well, Moon Knight only showed up 3 times. One time in the ending. And then two action scenes, and that was it. There's no Moon Knight in this series.
But you know what? To be honest, that I'm not even mad at that, bro. Because
I am. I want to see some action. I want to see some superhero shit.
I know you want to see superhero shit. I know you want to see action, but like, we've been getting a lot of fucking movies that haven't been that great as far as like context and just like straight up storytelling. Like this is like character development. This is like a story, and it's like being well played out. I'm not sure about how it's gonna end, because I have my reservations on how Disney does this shit. Yeah, and Marvel. But like this is I love it. You know what I mean? We're not getting too much of Moon Knight. Yeah. Even though it's called Moon Knight, I want to see a lot more Moon Knight. Trust me, because when I see him, I get hyped. But I think they're doing that because it's going to be a good payoff. I think we're going to get a good battle between, Ethan Hawke's character and Moon Knight. Yeah. I think he's going to show his final form. There's going to be a big ass battle. We know that's going to happen. We all know that he is probably Anubis in human form.
I think Anubis is sealed.
Yeah.
They said that they showed like a little when I watched the new Rockstar, they showed a little bit of like a silhouette of the statue. But who knows? You know what I mean? The guy's rocking a fucking scale.
I'm saying, is it Anubis the main one in the front?
If Tyrell is doing Anubis' job, he definitely got to be sealed, bro. She's right now doing Anubis' job.
Yeah, like
he's definitely got to be sealed.
Yeah. And that's why I'm also thinking, like, what the hell is Osiris doing, bro? Because like this shit is all over the place right now. If this stuff is actually happening the way he's perceiving it, like there's something going on, bro. Like, what the hell is Osiris doing?
Yeah, like I love the fact that we just getting like actual storytelling. We're getting storytelling, and they honey dicking us with Moon Knight. They honey dicking us. Like, yo, just give us more. Yeah, I don't mind the honey dick. I know for a lot of people it's not what they like. I know a lot of people on TikTok or whatever I'm following, like they don't like the show, and I get it. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone.
It's not that. It's not that it's not for everyone. It's that it's not what people were promised. Because at the same time, yes, we're getting a great as a story aspect. Yes, we're getting a great story. But you told people they were going to see fucking Moon Knight, and there's no Moon Knight in the shit. It's not. For you like it fresh, but you got to take it. You got to step out of your view and view it for other people who's not like
I'm
big as they're not getting what they were promised.
But
they were promised Moon Knight, and they're not seeing no hero shit. They're just seeing the psychological drama.
Like how much more would you want?
Who's promising? Who's promising? Are you
Disney promised it. When you saw the trailers, you saw Moon Knight. You saw a guy in cloak with the eyes in the glowing light. He was fighting shit, and you thought, okay, we're gonna see Moon Knight. That's Disney promised that.
Yeah, and we've seen everything that they showed in the trailer so far. So what is people mad about? Like,
you're not seeing. There's no Moon Knight, bro. That's what I just told you. There's only two. There's like 2 action scenes, and it was short. It wasn't even like it was long, bro.
Once again, right? When people have this preconceived notion about something being done, right? They want to look through. They want to have. How would you say? It's almost like they hype themselves up for something and they end up getting let down, right? Marvel has never said this is not going to be a straight Moon Knight. Every time they talked about Moon Knight in interviews, they always talked about Mark Spector and his multiple personalities.
Yep.
When you have Moon Knight, there's no multiple personalities, just Moon Knight. So this is more
true. That's not true. Moon Knight is a personality,
but it's only one personality. When he doesn't switch between.
Okay, in the show, yes, it's Moon Knight. And
I'm talking about the show. We're not talking about.
All right, relax. I just said that. Jesus, bro. Calm down, bro.
Come on, dude. I'm just having a conversation. I'm not yelling or nothing.
Hey, bro. We
on a live broadcast. Like, all right, we get it. This is a conversation we having. I don't tell anyone to relax. We're all passionate about this. We're all talking about it. That's all. All right. So go ahead. Say your point.
You the one talking. Go ahead.
Hippopotamus.
No, you should stop from talking. So I lost my train of thought.
You the one talking the whole time.
But you stopped me from saying it, and I lost my train of thought. So that's it.
All right, so then we just move on then. So it's all right. We move on.
All right. What was said is that people are upset that there's not enough Moon Knight, and then Jared said something about Moon Knight being a personality, and then we started to try to narrow it down to the show specifically and not comics, if that helped.
I was going to say. I know in the show that they made the Moon Knight personality and Mark Spector one and the same, even though in the comic books, Moon Knight is his own separate personality as well. Because I did study up on what the comic book said, but then I was going, and then I was letting you continue, but that's what you said. Yo, it's not the comic book that I was trying to say. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was saying. That I was agreeing with you. That it's different from the comic book.
Yeah, because I thought we was already like on the same page that we are talking about TV shows and not going based on what comics. So I was automatically just fired off on that. Like, we're not talking about comics. I know the comics is so far removed from these shows. Like, this is totally different. But I know that from reading material from Moon Knight, it was always stated that this was a story about Mark Spector and his journey. Right. And I get it. You know, the show's called Moon Knight. They're not going to sell anything. They're not going to sell a show if you just call this shit Mark. Or we call this shit Steven. They have to give you something, right? Yeah, I mean, they have to give you something.
I feel that, but like I said, I know what's going on. I know, but the average viewer don't. That's the problem, and that is the problem that Moon Knight is facing. It's not about what we, the people who are invested viewers that know. It's what the average viewer don't know, and the average viewer don't care about the psychological drama. They want to see the shit that they show in the commercials. They didn't follow. They didn't read to see what Kevin Feige said about the show. They just know what the commercial showed them. The commercial showed Moon Knight fighting shit, and they're like, "Yo, bro, I haven't seen a Moon Knight. They only showed this dude like 2 times.
And their defense, right? Because mind you, I don't get paid by fucking Marvel, so I'm not. I don't have a fucking horse in the race. But when you watch the first trailer to Moon Knight, you barely saw fucking Moon Knight. You only saw that one time when he was beating that fucking jackal, and that was it. But the whole entire trailer was him dabbling, seeing his different personalities. You only saw Moon Knight at the very, very end, where he was just being a jackal, and you saw a little bit of the back of his cloak. They never showed too much. Up until the show actually came out is when the material started coming out, where they showed a lot more Moon Knight. So I agree with you on that. Like, they showed a lot more Moon Knight after Moon Knight dropped, because I guess they were trying to get more subscribers and more viewers.
Right.
But for someone that doesn't know much about Moon Knight, right? I don't know much about Moon Knight. I just know like just the bare minimum surface level of Moon Knight. But I know that the big part of Moon Knight is his personalities. And so I get it. You know what I mean? Like for Moon Knight itself, right? For a show that doesn't really have a big budget, right? They have to be very limited on how much they show Moon Knight, because that Moon Knight is heavily CG, and you could tell they struggle because the CG is not that great. His transitions.
I feel like it's kind of their fault, bro. They should have just given him like a bat suit kind of thing. Like they didn't have to go like more
practical.
They didn't have to go full CG on the suit like that.
Yeah, because the transitions really take me out of it when he goes into Moon Knight, because you see the wrap just come out of nowhere. It doesn't look real. I think the only time it actually looked okay is when they showed the origin when he first became Moon Knight. That looked pretty like okay,
that was dope.
It still looked kind of like you look like a mummy. You know what I mean? Because even Moon Knight in the comics, you don't even see his face. It's just a black shadow.
But I honestly like the mummy wrap.
That makes sense.
In live action, right? I think that was a great addition to it. They should have just did it like practical. Like I think it would have been so much better practical. But
I don't feel like it would have been like a tall order to fucking do that. It's fucking raps.
Nah, right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like if fucking Batista could sit in fucking makeup for 7 hours to be Drax, they could fucking wrap paper mache all over his body. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I get it, man. Trust me, I want fucking Moon Knight. I would like a fucking whole episode, a whole 45 minutes, him being in that fucking suit, and me not seeing Mark or seeing fucking Steven at all. I want to see a whole fucking episode of Moon Knight. I would love to see that. But I see what they're trying to do.
That, though. You got to build up to it, though.
But I think that this is just a segue into the bigger and better things about his character. I could imagine Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight in a fucking cinematic movie. That shit is gonna be fucking sick, because you don't need Mark. You're gonna want Moon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
That CG is gonna look way fucking better. I'm sure his suit is gonna change, because they like to sell toys.
Yep.
They're gonna make a new suit, and hopefully the new suit could be more practical.
Anyway, I think.
Yeah, I think he does. There's one suit that has the white face. There's another suit with the black face, and I think his in the comics his brother actually died but didn't die, and comes back as another version of Moon Knight. I forgot the name of that. It's Red. He's Red.
Shit.
It's some simple ass name.
He also has the armored suit too and everything. So.
Yeah, so I would love to see him in a cinematic movie. Like, if he comes back for Blade, or he comes back for like anything. Since the beginning of the show, like episode 1, I'm like, we're gonna get Blade. I have no confidence that we're gonna see nothing. I don't think there's gonna be any cameos. We might have a post-credit scene. Who knows? But yeah, it's not enough time. It's not 43 minutes is not enough time to get him where he needs to be to come back to Earth. For her to go through whatever journey she needs to get to Khonshu, to release Khonshu.
Shadow Knight.
Yeah,
Shadow
was
Knight,
holding it.
yeah.
I was trying to let him finish, but I'm like, I don't know how the hell I forgot that just now.
Yeah,
Like,
Chris doesn't care. He just talks. He just talks like Shadow Knight. He doesn't wait until but yeah.
Yeah, Shadow Knight. Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot of like moving parts for him to get to the point he needs to get to then fight Ethan Hawke's character, and then to button it up to end it.
I don't think it's gonna be. I think what they're gonna do. Because he's not signed on for anything else, so who knows about a season 2? But I think that's what they're saving Jake for. Jake is going to be the one to actually take the form probably of Moon Knight in the last episode, probably whoop this dude's ass, and then somehow help them unite the 3 hearts or whatever. Because that's why it's not balanced. She said it's not full. She said your hearts are not full. So that's what I took from it. It wasn't the balance of him and Steven. They needed to do that, but you also need the 3rd heart of Jake, which will make
it's balanced
one
now.
heart. No, I'm saying they are balanced, but she said they're not full. She didn't say they're balanced. She said your hearts are not full. That was the key that I took from it. And the fact that it's not full is because you still have that 3rd personality still out there that, like I said a couple weeks ago, they have to reconcile all 3 of them, bro. It's not just 2 of them. So
yeah, I don't think Jake's his killing rampage will help them any bit. So I'm glad he's in the back burner. He would not help. He would not help the scales. He would not
help now for this big battle they need to head into right now. Like,
because I know when I remember, cause I just watched it today or whatever, the Moon Knight earlier today. I forgot to watch it Wednesday. The hippo chick was I said the hippo chick, Tyrette. I when Steven fell in the pit in the sand, I called it. That's what's going to happen. I said one of the personalities is going to have to go for the heart to balance, for the scale to balance out. And when Steven went in the pit and she's like, "Oh look, it's balanced now." That's how it ended with Mark being able to say he could go through. I guess he's going to go through Osiris's gates to get back or something like that. Because that was the plan. Yeah. But I don't know. I think because I know Fresh is gonna say I shouldn't call back the comic, but this is straight from the comic books, bro.
No,
like,
I know. Go ahead.
This ending is straight from the comic books, where like he literally sat in the psych ward talking to Khonshu, and then he had to like formulate like his mind altogether had to become one, so he could come out and be a true and proper Moon Knight or whatever like that. After he destroyed, and it was after he destroyed Khonshu, whatever. In his mind, you know what I'm saying? But they're doing the same thing, but they just flipped it in the Disney way or whatever they want to do it. So I think they had to destroy Steven the way he had to destroy Khonshu. He had to destroy Steven for him to come out as a proper Moon Knight to take on whatever challenges is going to face in the final episode or whatever like that.
Yeah,
But I think Steven is going to come back because it's in his mind.
Yeah.
I think me personally, and this could be a stretch, I think that they're gonna do away with the split personalities and make it more stable, and it would just be him and Conch or him and Moon Knight, because I'm not sure how that's gonna play out all the time. I think that both their subconsciouses may merge, where he gets the knowledge of Steven because Steven knew so much, and it's gonna just become one person. But that's a stretch. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen.
That'd be a huge stretch because the whole concept of Khonshu wanting him is that his mind is fractured and broken. So for them to just heal it in entirety and stuff is going to be kind of hard for them to continue the storyline of the fractured mind thing.
But we see what the thing is that we assuming about what Khonshu's like his end goal is. We don't really know because it hasn't been said. It hasn't been really explained his narrative, right? It just says he's an asshole, he takes advantage, but we don't know this because he's like, yo, tell Mark to come save me. Like Mark could just look the other way and fuck off. Like what's the benefit of continuing this shit if Harold's gonna just keep on doing his thing, let Harold do his thing. So I think there's gonna be like him coming back, resurrecting him again. He's gonna have some kind of like not love, but like kind of like I don't know. It's gonna be a different, I guess, shift in his heart, maybe. I don't know.
Mm.
Like an appreciation for Mark, like he saved him, and got rid of Harold and whatever he was trying to do. Because I think the end goal was him trying to stop him from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So once that becomes gone, finished, kaput, Concho was like, all right, I think I'm done here. You know what I mean? He's like, I could take the suit back, find another avatar, let you live your life, and I think he's gonna be like, nah, I'll stick with it, but there's gonna be terms to this. I'm not gonna be killing people on your behalf. This is gonna be on my terms, and he's gonna probably have more control of that suit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe. Who knows?
But I agree with you. I just don't think they're gonna do away with Steven or the split personalities, because you also got to look at it like this. This is just like an LGBTQ issue where you now have representation for people that have DID and other similar disorders. So for you to be like, okay, all I got to do to get healthy is like, it's kind of like a quick fix. You know what I mean? With an unintended quick fix to a disease that's not really fixable. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they're gonna do away with them. Plus, it's so much of the characters is those different characters, and even when they get on the same page, it's just the struggle of all of those identities in one mind. That's the beauty of the character.
And if that's true, I would honestly think that it's gonna be Mark and Jake. I think that Steven. I think if you bring Steven back, it kind of takes away from the whole like, oh my God, he died. You know what I mean? Like that moment. like that was a moment where I was like, damn, I feel really bad. Like, damn, I almost shed a tear because I'm like, that's fucked up. Like the last, he's been protecting him subconsciously his whole life, and the last thing that he did for him was protect him again.
Would sacrifice himself.
He sacrificed himself, so it will take away from that sacrifice. That's almost like bringing back Scarlett Johansson after her dying.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's the same thing though. I was just about to say that because it's like that, and you have Stark. Those were actual people that we know. You know what I'm saying? This is, like you said, whether you're in a dream state, you're dead, partially dead, or whatever the case. I think that's what he needed to accept the personalities, you know what I'm saying? Or accept Steven, where they can coexist and they're not battling each other or keeping secrets from each other. But I don't think, I understand what you're saying, but I think that just shows who Steven is as a character. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it takes away by bringing him back. I feel like you need him back. I really never even second guessed it. Like, it was a beautiful moment. It almost made me cry too. But I feel like you need him back. It's like almost not even a second thought for me. Like, to just not have him anymore. Like, that's.
I might be cold-hearted, but when he went in the pit, I was like, that nigga just gonna come back. He's a part of his mind.
That's what
I was like, yo. I looked at it. I was like, yo. I said, he's not even a real person. Yeah. He's a fracture of his mind.
I felt it though, but yeah, I'm on your wave. I'm like, yeah, he's gotta come back though. Like,
because I honestly think that he probably rigged the system because, mind you, technically, the desert took him. It's all right, cool. Desert took him. It's balanced. Yeah, but there's another part of him that was there, like, oh shit, I get to get this freebie.
You also got Ethan Hawke, Ahmed, whoever, we don't know yet. I don't know if he busted her out yet or whatever. But at the end of the day, their souls coming before their time is what Towerette said. So they're going to have to reverse this shit and fix it to whereas they give these people back their lives. And because of them doing that, they're going to give him that also freebie of, all right, we'll bring Steven back.
Oh, excuse me. Jesus Christ.
People be sacrificed right now for what they're doing for no reason. Like.
Yeah, but I think when we go into the final episode, Ethan Hawke already found Aminette, and I think she's already released. That's why the chaos is happening in the duat that they're seeing when she's like, oh my God, what's going on? Where's all these souls coming? I think it's Aminette just going ham. And that's where he's gonna go back to go fix in the next episode. When now that he's whole and stuff, he's gonna go free Khonshu, and then they're gonna get the suit back, and then go fight with Aminet. So at least, hopefully, I get some Moon Knight action in this last episode. I mean, so far it's been a good story, though. Don't get me wrong. So far, it's been a good story. I'm enjoying the story, but
I think we're gonna get. I would say, I'm hoping that we're gonna get at least half the show of Moon Knight. Like at least half is gonna be like straight up fucking Moon Knight. Because if they give us another fucking 5 minutes of him fighting and that's it, I'm gonna feel away too. Because we fucking building up.
They're gonna do this shit all over again. So they're just gonna redo like the Iron Man thing. The Marvel series started out phase 1 with I Am Iron Man, ended with I Am Iron Man. They're gonna do the same shit with Moon Knight. That last episode of Moon Knight, he looks back. Next episode of Moon Knight, he looks back. That's it. That's how they're gonna do it.
He said, "Oh, you thought you were gonna see Moon Knight fight? Nah, you ain't gonna see that, baby."
Yeah,
you're gonna see him get his super like boom, Moon Knight. That's
you don't talk much, but when you talk, that shit is straight Bible, bro. That shit, you ain't fucking lying, bro. That shit, I wish it was a lie. It's gonna happen. This is
bro, the whole episode is gonna be him trying to find Khonshu and release him, and then he gets a suit at the end. Tune in for season 2 to watch the fight.
Not fucking even. They're gonna be like waiting to fucking Werewolf by Night to come out to see him again.
Right.
I'll be pissed, and that's gonna be like a half an hour fucking flick. Like nah. I gotta. And once again, this is me hyping myself up, but I think we're gonna get a lot more Moon Knight. But I could be wrong, 100%. We might get 3 minutes of Moon Knight because there's not enough time in 43 minutes to have a cohesive story. The way the show's been going on, it's fucking story heavy. You telling me you're gonna be able to fit a final battle? A discovery, a final battle, and button it up at the end in 43 minutes?
Yeah, if you could just go balls to the wall. You took 5 episodes to explain everything, and that's why I'm holding out. I'm not ready. I'm not gonna lie. I said the same thing to my cousin the other day, like yesterday. I have that worry. I have that worry, but I think they can
I already foresee what's gonna happen next episode. The next episode, he's gonna be in that weird space that he was in. That was the end of the episode. That weird spot, and he's gonna be in that shit for the next. He's gonna meet someone there. He's gonna have a conversation with this person. That's gonna take 10, 15 minutes. Then they're gonna go back to Earth, and you're gonna see his wife trying to get. Something's gonna happen because I think Tarawet has to communicate to her.
Mm-hmm.
About this fucking, I need you to help get Khonshu released. So there's gonna be a lot of, we're gonna not get Mark anymore. We're gonna get her. We're gonna get, what's her name? Layla?
Yeah.
Layla.
We're gonna get Layla, and there's gonna be a whole Layla. I don't mind that because Layla's beautiful. I get that, but she's not Moon Knight.
She could be.
We're gonna get her.
You sure about that?
She could be.
They might pull a She-Venom real quick, like, yo, put it in the suit.
I mean, it could be true. Like she can probably get a possession of Khonshu, about to release him. She dies, and then well, not almost, like in almost death. He's like, I can help you. Like he always wanted her to be the Avatar. She's gonna probably use that. Like, hey, listen, I can save you. You just gotta, you gotta be my Moon Knight. That would be fucking whack. That would be fucking whack. And that's why Oscar Isaac was like, hey, listen, I'm not contractually, obligated to do another one. But this is the fucking kicker. This is like the quick like bait and switch. Like, all right, we got Moon Knight, but Moon Knight is a chick. Moving forward.
Niggas gonna lose their shit.
I wouldn't put it past Disney. And listen, I don't mind. I don't mind seeing her more often.
Niggas gonna lose their shit.
I would mind, period. I would mind.
Yep, that shit sounds like yep. It's almost like that that Netflix show about they promoted that shit as a He-Man animated movie. It's a cartoon, and He-Man was in that bitch 5 minutes.
Thank
Yeah, I
God I
wasn't
didn't
even
watch it.
mad about that.
Thank God I didn't watch that shit. I would have been mad, yo. He-Man's my dude, bro. You gonna do that shit? Nah, man.
Yo,
they violated.
If you really a He-Man fan, you wouldn't be mad about that shit, bro. That's like really, yo. I be getting mad when people say shit like that, bro. Like, it was a good story. From what you knew as a child and how they kept it going forward, I wasn't mad, yo. People was too goddamn sensitive.
But this is.
You tell me I shouldn't be sensitive about killing He-Man? I shouldn't be sensitive about them killing He-Man?
Listen.
Growing up on He-Man, I shouldn't be sensitive about
that? Listen. Hold on, real quick. Before y'all go, wow. Just to go back to like what Red said earlier, right? Right? The shit is called Moon Knight. You want to see Moon Knight. The shit is fucking called He-Man. There's no He-Man. I get it. If it's gonna be about another story, then don't fucking gaslight it like it's gonna be He-Man. Like the merch and all that shit was all He-Man merch. They didn't even specify the girl.
Yeah, they should have showed the girl off saying, "Oh, this is gonna be the new hero of the story." Blah blah blah. Let people know for it.
So should they have changed the name of the show then?
Yeah. If it's gonna be about her.
Yeah. Put her name in the title.
It's still He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, bro.
But you can't make the Masters of He-Man is not dead. He-Man is not dead.
Yo, He-Man dies in the first 5 minutes, bro.
Bro, the name of the show is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's the same story. It's the same characters. They continued it from the end of the story where it ended, and they kept moving forward. It's still the same shit, bro. Now, I understand what y'all saying technically, but it's like, y'all, I don't know, man. Like, y'all going too far, bro. Like,
I'm not saying.
Wait.
We're not saying that they can't.
We going too far?
Red didn't watch it. Fresh, did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. He died for 5 minutes.
All right, so go ahead.
He died the first 5 minutes, bro. You see him die.
Yo, he gatekeep my comments. He said, Red didn't watch it. He got no comments.
No. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to find out. Because like I said, the story was good. I appreciated the story. And if you didn't see it, you can't talk about the story, bro. So I'm just trying to make sure. You already said you didn't watch it. So
he said, your opinion not valid. Get the fuck out of here.
My man is tight. Cause it's almost like saying, you call the movie the Smurfs, but ain't no fucking Smurfs. It's just Gargamel. Call the shit Gargamel.
Facts.
Yo, the shit is called He-Man. He-Man is there 5 minutes. That's a bait. That's a bait and switch, and that's fucked up. And that's
don't count them.
It's a bait and switch. It's a bait and switch because they took advantage of the fans, the core fans, right? Because you think that you're getting a story about He-Man, and that was not the intention. The intention was not even about He-Man. The promotional material, the toys, the merch, all had He-Man on it. Didn't even have Shorty. So it was like false advertisement. Yo, if you're gonna say it could be He-Man in the He-Man universe, say something of the He-Man universe so people have an idea what they're getting. You go there as a big He-Man fan and see that, you're like, I get it. She's a pivotal character, but it's not in the title.
What was Shorty's name? What was the girl's name?
Forgettable. Tila, yeah, there we go.
It should have been Tila and the Masters of the Universe after that, yo. That's it.
But that's what I'm saying. You change, but it ended up going back to He-Man anyway. That's what I'm saying. Y'all going too far. It's like you can't tell a story about no other characters because the title says He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
So wait, He-Man come back to life?
Yeah. All right. It's like what we talking about with Black Panther, bro. It's like he was dead, but then they expand the story about Grayskull. They tell you about Grayskull and all this other shit that's going on, bro. Like, it's a world building story. That's why I'm like,
all right, but He-Man came back to life like at the end, or at the end of all
at the end.
At the end, right?
yeah.
The last 5 minutes.
He had nothing to do with the story.
He died in the first.
But listen, it's more than one. It's more than one part, bro. So they had the first part. He came back at the end. Skeletor came back. I think he murked him again, and then Skeletor got the sword, and then he got the power. So like, it's just an ongoing story, bro. So I don't know. Like, I just watched it as a fan. I wasn't looking at promotional material. I wasn't looking at what toys that came out. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm a fan from when I grew up. I knew it was coming out. I was waiting for it. I watched it. I enjoyed it. Like everything else that y'all talking about, I understand what y'all saying, but I wasn't in that realm where I'm like, yo, I gotta buy a whole bunch of figures and this and that. So it didn't hit me like that. I looked at it as, okay, it's the same story. I like how they updated the characters, Eternia, how they added to the lore. That's how I was looking at it. Everybody else is talking about, oh, it's a lady leading the fucking whole story. Like, I'm like, yo, y'all wilding.
Bro.
No, well, I mean, I'm not saying that.
Don't get us wrong.
Saying.
Don't get us wrong. We have no issue with the lady leading the story.
Yeah, we're not saying that.
We don't have no issue with that.
No, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about like the people that like how you was talking about the hardcore fans. I'm talking about them people that's like, oh, the LGBTQ, this woke shit and all that. I'm like, yeah, there's aspects. I watched it with my son, and there's certain things that happen, and people's talking about it. I'm watching it with my son. He didn't even pick the shit up. So it's certain things where I'm like, us as adults watching some of this shit, we kind of go overboard sometimes. And that's how I felt a majority of these people was acting when this whole thing came out and the backlash came out. So that's all I'm expressing. I'm not directing that towards y'all. You know how it is. We have these debates and these conversations. So I'm not directing it towards y'all. But for the people that we talking about, that was like, oh, this woke shit and all that, I feel like they took it way too far.
Well, I mean, kids only react to what you react to. So if you see something flagrant and the kid don't even notice the flagrant, just keep cool. They're not gonna notice. The moment you react to it, that's when they notice.
And again, I'm not knocking the show. The show is solid. The show is solid.
He's just asking for a title change. That's it.
It's just the title is very misleading because yes, it's from the same universe, but it's not. When you hear He-Man, you think that He-Man is gonna be a prominent character of what you're watching because it says He-Man.
Yeah, I'm expecting He-Man to save the day. Yeah.
He's not. I understand him not being prominent. I understand that. Like, I don't know. It's like you start with Iron Man, right? And then it's like we go off and start telling a story about Rhodes. Like if we started telling Rhodes' origin with this whole shit, and you kept saying Iron Man because it still continued like in the series, and you made a personal series about it. It's like, you shouldn't necessarily change the name to War Machine. You don't necessarily have to do that. You could. But I wouldn't even. If it connects. If everybody is still playing.
But I would still change the name because it's not. And it's more like saying calling it Iron Man, and then the show's about Justin Hammer.
I would say if it's about Rhodes, but Iron Man got kidnapped, and the whole situation is about figuring out a way to get him back.
Okay. Is he wearing an Iron Man suit to save him?
War Machine suit.
No, if he puts on the War Machine suit, if he's going to be in the War Machine suit the whole time,
as far as the suit, huh?
If he's wearing the War Machine suit the whole time for the series, then it should be called War Machine. But if he's going to say if Tony Stark is kidnapped and then Rhodes take up the Iron Man mantle and he starts wearing the Iron Man suits, then I would have no issue with it still being called Iron Man. But if he's wearing the War Machine suit throughout the whole series, it should be called War Machine. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so in that aspect, the fact that even though she is the main character, and that's going on with the story is about the sword.
Okay.
So should we keep the name then as He-Man and the Masters of the Universe if everything's about the sword?
No, because the person who has the sword is not He-Man. The person who has the sword just gets the power of Grayskull. Grayskull is the original king whose power is in the sword. So the sword is the person who
correlation. So that's why I'm saying the correlation is not good.
Yeah, so the person who has the sword is not.
Saying the correlation is not.
Yeah,
good.
The person who has the sword is not He-Man. It's just they're whoever they are with Grayskull power inside of them. But like say Thor's hammer, like how they doing it with Love and Thunder, where whoever's wielding the power of the hammer has to take Thor's mantle now, or whoever Marvel have it. It makes sense to continue to name as Thor because they made it so whoever's having that hammer is Thor. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, my bad. No, because that's why I mentioned Justin Hammer, because he doesn't have that tech. This is his story trying to get that tech. You know what I mean? Iron Man is dead. He's trying to get this tech to become the next Iron Man or the next, whatever he needs to create. So you have Teela, which is not. She doesn't have the sword. She's just a regular character. She's trying to get to that point. But it's just called He-Man. It just seems very fishy to have that. Like it feels very baited. Because I'm not a crazy He-Man fan. Like I don't mind. I watch him. I don't care for who was in it, but I just felt like that was kind of off. That the title was named He-Man and he was only in it collectively for like 6.5 minutes.
I feel like they should have called the title Sword of Grayskull then, because the way he explained it seemed like the story is about the sword itself. Then
it's not. It's
somewhat.
It's about a lot of different things, which is why I'm saying you shouldn't change the name, because it's really just building on the lore of the whole universe.
It could have been called Power of the Grayskull. It could have been so many different names that could have been just something woven into any character that wanted to come up. Because you kind of locking things in by calling it He-Man. You lock it in. You for the basic.
Wanted to continue the storyline. That's why. I don't think, like you said, they could have changed the name to Power, and that would have been just fine. But I think the main thing is because the point is that they pick up from where the series left off, and he's trying to continue the story. So I understand that.
We get your point. We get your point, but what we're trying to say is the reason why they titled the show the way it is they didn't want. He
purposely did that. He purposely did that.
Yes, they purposely did that so people would be suckered into watching the show thinking they were going to see He-Man, even though they were going to have a whole different character. They wanted the viewers to come think that they want more eyes to come see the show because they were thinking they were going to see He-Man. So it's basically like a trick. It's like a false advertising trick to get people there. You know what I mean?
I didn't think.
All right, so like
that's the way I feel. I'm not arguing with y'all. I understand everything y'all saying. My point of view, I don't think that's how. I don't think that's what he did either.
It's a discussion, all right. So when you saw the promotion,
he talked about it, like you could see how much of a fan he was. Like I don't think he was trying to bait it. I just think this is the best story he came up with. You know what I'm saying?
Let me. Okay, real quick, Red, real quick. So like you saw the promotional material before the show even came out, right?
Yeah, the I Need a Hero trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, like all that shit, right? In your head, did you think this story was going to be about Teela, or you thought it was going to be about He-Man?
Completely honest. No, I'm like, okay, this shit is coming back. That was my show. Like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this shit. I'm
gonna see some He-Man shit, right?
Yeah.
That's the point I'm making.
But when I say He-Man shit, I'm talking about the universe. I'm talking about what I remember from a child. All the characters that was a part of it, the vehicles, all of that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna see some He-Man shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna see some He-Man shit. All that shit that I remember having the toys for and all that crazy shit. That's what I mean when I mean I'm gonna see some He-Man shit. So I wasn't disappointed, but I also understand what y'all saying. Like people thought, yeah, we're gonna get a whole new storyline of what's going on with this guy, and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I my
main issue was the fact that promotional material, swag, showcased He-Man in every single one of them. It did not have any promotional material for Teela, which is kind of like a disservice for that character because she doesn't have any merch.
So you're talking figuratively or literally, like there was nothing with her on it, like.
I'm talking about like promotional material. I think now they have stuff after the fact because there was an outrage, but everything had He-Man on. Like I have a fucking lunchbox that I bought from Big Bad Toy Store that was about He-Man with this, and I pre-ordered it when I heard about the Netflix show. And if you look at this box, who you see in front? He-Man. So like as a child, that's maybe you're now being introduced to this character. Oh, you know what? This is I'm gonna buy you a whole bunch of merch. They're in their head, they're thinking that this is what they're gonna get, and they get something else, and it's not. It's false advertisement. But the show is solid. I have nothing wrong with the show. I have nothing wrong with the character itself. It was kind of like a scummy move to name it He-Man when there's no He-Man. Just 5 minutes of He-Man and he gets bodied in the craziest way.
How many are the other? Because they have other cartoons and stuff that they try to spin off that didn't really work like that, or reboot or whatever. Like, are all of them named the same thing, or did they come up with different names for those shows? Anybody know?
I'm not even sure. I know they're coming out with a live action He-Man.
Again?
Oh boy.
You got Dolph Lundgren coming back to reprise the role?
I have no idea.
Justice for Dolph.
I have no idea, man. But I know that he's definitely they. I don't know if they started or if it's something that probably got canceled. Mind you, this was like something that was announced before the pandemic. So
they're gonna bring old ass Courtney Cox back.
I love that movie.
And they're gonna have little Keith thing.
They had rights. They had rights issues with that movie, right? It couldn't be 100% He-Man, right? It was like weird. It was like loosely based on the cartoon because they didn't have the rights to certain things.
I know it was called Masters of the Universe or some shit.
Yeah, they couldn't call it He-Man, some shit like that. But they could call him Skeletor, but they couldn't call it Grayskull. It was a lot of like. It was almost like a fan. It was Grayskull?
Yeah, it was Grayskull. Yeah. He was He-Man. They had the character's name. I just don't think they could have titled it He-Man in the Masters of the Universe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know there was like issues with like certain things they couldn't say. I just don't remember what it was.
And characters for some reason they couldn't use. Like, it was weird. But
it was He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms was in it. And I know that for the villains, they just had Skeletor, Evelyn, and then they had a bunch of random characters. But see, that's the thing too. Like the show that y'all was just talking about, the Netflix show, right? They even took characters that came out of nowhere in that movie, and they canonized them in the show. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude Blade. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that movie or whatever. Like, but the dude with the sword, that nigga wasn't a character in the cartoons, bro. And that dude ended up in the Netflix show. So I'm like, it's little things like that I'm watching. I'm like, oh, that shit is cool, bro. Because that was my movie. So it's like, all right, they canonized the dude in the actual story and the lore now. So that's what I'm saying. It's little things like that I appreciated and like I liked about it. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy, that movie was supposed to have a sequel. They never did it.
Yeah, man.
Because at the end of the credits, Skeletor pops up in the water, pops out of the water and said, I'll be back. Or some shit like that.
I feel like that was the first end credit scene, bro. And from then, I've been like honey dick from then on until Marvel came around. Like,
yep, honey dick, bro. That's gonna be 2022, bro. Honey dick is gonna be everything, bro. Because next week we have the last episode of Moon Knight, and we have Doctor Strange.
Oh,
finally. Man. Finally, Doctor Strange.
I'm not the only one that's been seeing all this extra stuff, right?
Oh, I've been seeing all the trailers. I stopped. Today I stopped. That's it. Because the last trailer was unnecessary reveal. I need to see that shit.
I've been stopped watching trailers. I said I'm not gonna see no more. I'm done.
Yeah, they did a reveal of a cameo.
Yeah,
I should have waited.
Don't need it. That's what I say. When I saw that, like, okay, I already have it in my head. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not watching no more trailers. Because the way people go and they show you everything in trailers now, they're like, look at the Minions trailer, bro. You saw the whole movie right there, bro. I was in theaters. Everybody in the theater said, "Yo, they just showed us the whole movie." The trailer showed you the whole movie.
I'm really excited because I think that this movie, the Professor X that we get in this movie, is gonna be directly connected to the reboot animated show that's coming out for Disney Plus.
97,
100%, like 100%. because they show something, and I'm like, whoa, we never got this before. But I can't wait. So we're gonna talk about the movie. I'm not sure we're gonna do spoilers. I guess it's gonna be a game time decision. But I don't think historically we wait to the following week.
I said we just do separate episode with just spoilers. We would just talk.
That movie is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that movie's gonna be a lot to unpack. It's gonna be a lot to unpack. So yeah, I'm seeing that movie on Thursday, next Thursday. So
I got mine for Friday. It's already purchased.
Yeah, so I cannot wait. Supposedly, in the trailers, we're gonna get Avatar trailer attached to that. Avatar 2. It's called something of the water. Something.
Yeah.
Something. So people said they saw the first 5 minutes of it, and they said it's fucking. They said if you thought the CGI was top tier in the first one, they said you don't know nothing. He said James Cameron did some wild, crazy shit. And yo, what's funny? He's redoing Avatar 1 with that CGI.
It's about to be crazy.
And he's re-releasing it in the theaters. So that movie's gonna double in the box office because it's still technically the same movie.
This is all he's been doing though, right? Like hasn't he like written like 5 or 6 of these shits, right?
Well, there's 4 movies, and he shot all 4 of them at the same time.
4 more, right? Yeah. This shit is man.
Yeah, so this one is crazy, and they said the trailer is fucking amazing. There was another thing because CinemaCon happened, and they announced another Batman movie, which we know that was gonna happen. That's a given. We all knew that. We didn't need a reveal to know that part 2 was coming out.
Word.
And what is what?
Yeah,
that's what I said when I proposed that. And what is what?
I understood that.
Yep. They announced another Venom movie. So Venom 3 is coming out. Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I
mean, I like don't get me wrong. I was one of the few. I think me and Dom were one of the few that liked the first Venom.
Yeah, I didn't like the first Venom.
The second
took me
Venom.
To the theater.
Yeah, we saw it after Comic-Con. We went to see the first Venom after Comic-Con. And I remember me and Don saying that we liked it. The second one, I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. Like, yo, what? It was a
2-hour trailer. It was a 2-hour trailer 1 movie.
I don't know who decided who okayed all of this shit. I was like, what is this movie? This movie was trash. It was just pure carnage. That's all I got. Let There Be Carnage is the truest title for that shit. Because it was just carnage going on in the movie.
How did they do that to Carnage? That's what the fuck I'm mad about, bro. It's like being a kid, and these is like the moments we've been waiting for, bro. Bringing all of these things to live action where we can experience everything we imagined in our heads as children. And this is what you do to Carnage, bro? Like that's Carnage?
Like I didn't like the fact that they made the Carnage symbiote like a separate symbiote than Cletus Cassidy. Like, no, the symbiote Cletus Cassidy makes the Carnage symbiote, bro. Like he's that crazy. He comes up with all those crazy blades and all that crazy shit. That's him. Like anybody else who takes the suit after him, it's like they're affected by all his crazy thoughts because that symbiote leached everything out of him into its own body. So whoever takes it after him gets affected by his crazy thoughts. Like that whole shit that they made with it, like is the Carnage symbiote is his own separate thing, and him doing his own separate thing, and they're not perfectly merged together. Look, they're not in sync. What kind of stupid shit is that? They're the most perfect out of all the symbiotes. They're the most perfectly in sync one, yo.
Let me
the symbiotes,
yo, Fresh Prince. Let me hit you with something, right? What was the main elephant in the room when it came down to like the announcement of the first Venom? What was the main detractor?
For most people, it was the previous version.
No,
they did with Topher.
I know.
No. What is it, Red?
He didn't touch Spider-Man first.
All right, he didn't touch Spider-Man, right? He-Man.
That's kind of
He-Man.
Yeah.
He-Man.
Yeah.
It's He-Man.
Full circle.
You call this shit Spider-Man, and they only show Venom. We got a whole movie about a person, the whole origin of that person, the whole reason why Venom becomes Venom and he looks the way he looks is because he's mimicking a spider.
Yep.
Yeah, but they didn't call the movie Spider-Man. They called it Venom.
Because they know what they're selling you.
They're selling you
Venom. They're selling you Venom. These motherfuckers are selling you He-Man.
That wasn't Venom though. Like, that's still not really Venom though. Like,
I'm just saying. Like, I just wanted to break it down to feel
you
how I feel.
I hear you.
But I'm glad. See, that's why I fuck with Red. The Red knows my brain a little bit, and he's like, I know, I know. I tell you, can't trust Spider-Man.
Y'all been trying to gang up on me though.
Nah. Yo, bro. Honestly, I did not know he was gonna segue back to that. That shit caught me off guard.
Honestly, I knew it was coming.
I didn't know. I just knew that the problem with the first one is like he can't become Venom without touching Spider-Man first. That was the issue with the first movie, yo. Like, yo, he didn't touch Spider-Man, so how does he have Spider-Man powers? How does he look like a Spider-Man costume when he never touched Spider-Man in the first place? You know what I mean?
Because he could have taken any kind of form.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a spider. He has the eyes and all that shit. But once again, we digress.
But yeah.
Yeah, so Venom 2, we don't know what the fuck happened. That movie sucked. It was 2 hours that we will never get back. I seen the movie once, and I never seen it again. It's like eternal.
I think they're gonna have him fight that anti-Venom nigga.
For real.
I think in the second movie, one of them dudes turned into anti-Venom or some shit.
Like,
I don't know.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. That's one of my favorite characters. I love anti-Venom. I don't want them to touch that shit, bro. Leave that shit the fuck alone, bro. Y'all are destroying everything.
And I would suggest getting a different director. I love Andy Serkis, but I think that this is not.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I don't think he's good. I don't think he's a good fit for these kind of movies.
I would say get a whole new writing team because I don't know who wrote.
Whoever
wrote that story, bro. Like, yo,
I think Andy Serkis wrote some of it too. I could be wrong. You may want to Google it. Yeah,
you need to not write that shit again, bro. Like, stick to the Lord of the Rings fantasy realm, bro.
I think he had his hands in that shit. So I don't know, man. I'm hoping that I'm wrong, but I think I remember it saying written by Andy Serkis and someone else.
I don't remember seeing that. I know he was heavily into the CGI of the character. And changing the CGI of the character. I know he was heavily involved in that.
Yeah,
and
he was
mocap and all of that.
Mocap,
you know what I'm saying?
because he's a master of mocap.
Yeah, I don't remember if he actually.
I'm so
I
sad.
don't know if he wrote it.
Cause you know what Carnage? You know what Carnage is, yo. You see, you just saw Spider-Man No Way Home, right? You saw what it took for that whole shit. That's Carnage, yo. You need that for
That's
Carnage.
what I'm saying. Like you need
a whole team up,
like,
bro. Spider-Man can't beat Carnage one-on-one. Venom can't beat Carnage one-on-one. They need a team up. They have to team up to fight him every time.
Yo, did you hear about the deleted scene that they want to release but they haven't released? It's hilarious.
What?
So in the battle of the last battle in Statue of Liberty, Venom was on his way there. He was not gonna be stuck at that tiki bar. The only reason why he never made it to that battle, he showed up to the battle late, is because he was stuck in traffic. He was stuck in a Holland tunnel for hours. That was gonna be the joke. That was gonna be the joke. Like he couldn't make it because he was stuck in New York City traffic.
That's hilarious. That would have been funny. That would have been fun. That would have been better than the bar. That would have been better than the bar, yo. That would have been better than the bar. I would have laughed, yo. That would have been better than the bar. Yo.
I would have laughed so hard if they would have kept that. That would have been a memorable part in that movie with that. Like, oh, I didn't make it because I got stuck because the cab driver was supposed to be the person that was going to tell him what happened with him. Like, it was going to be the breakdown in the cab ride. And he's like, he was stuck in traffic for so long that he was able to get through 10 years of story. Wow. Yeah, that would have been hilarious. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. It's fucking weird, bro. I know Kevin Feige really, I think that in order for him to get to, I think the deal was, yeah, you could get Spider-Man back, but we need to bring Venom in the mix. And I think he was like, I really want Spider-Man, but I want to make them happy. And he was really mad. I know that he really didn't want Venom, this version of Venom, in his world. That's why he took him right out. Like, he brought him in and brought him right out. Like,
but he did
like,
a little piece of symbiote though.
And
Yeah,
and
word.
you can fucking reboot that character now and make him more proper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's so much.
Well, not really proper, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's endless.
he's already got the connect. You already got the connection to Thor 4 with Gore. You got the connection to the Black Knight and the sword. Like, they could just take that and do. That's what I'm like. Feige's a genius, bro. Like, I'll throw y'all a bone. Let me get that. Now I'm gonna do whatever I want to do with it. Like, and you don't technically have to connect it to Venom at all. Like, you could just continue to do everything else they've been doing and expand on that. You could go into Null. Since y'all already going into Gore, like this, like they don't really have to touch Venom at all if they don't want to.
Yo, imagine, like, my theory, right? Imagine, this is a stretch. Imagine that Thor Love and Thunder, right? He goes to that same bar. and that symbiote attaches to, like, an article of his clothing, whatever, and it ends up going back to Asgard or whatever. And when meeting Null, that symbiote attaches to the all black sword, and that's how we get the origin of the symbiote in the MCU. Unless,
but the all black sword is a symbiote. It is like made of symbiote. So you
I know that in the comics, yes, but like I'm talking about MCU to explain.
So you're saying so you're saying the all black would just. So it's not going to be a necro sword. It's just going to be a regular sword that they call the all.
No. I think it's going to be a
symbiote comes.
I think originally it was the necro sword when Noel wielded it and he killed one of the Celestials. But then in between, then that sword probably lost its whatever remaining, symbiote or whatever. Now it's not as powerful as it was before.
I got you. Okay.
So maybe this.
I don't know. I think Feige gonna simplify that shit. I don't think he's gonna connect symbiotes to it. I think he's gonna give him like a whole new different sword. That's supposed to be like a God Killer sword, kind of like that Wonder Woman shit where they were talking about the God Killer sword. I think he's gonna get a whole new different sword or some shit. I don't know, cause I don't think they want Sony to like fucking start claiming shit on them, because they could be like, oh, that's a symbiote, that's technically Spider-Man's thing or something like that, So
they probably worked it out already, bro. That's probably.
It's true. You're right. You could be right, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure things are already like planned out. Like he went to CinemaCon and he already said that he's on a retreat right now as we speak, planning out the next 10 years.
Yeah, the next 10 years. Like this shit.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. So he's already on phase 5. Word. So who knows what's happening? But I think the phase 4 is gonna be more of the mystic arts and the fucking the gods and shit like that.
Because I was thinking about like with the sword thing. I was thinking about like when they had the Quicksilver shit with Fox, how they had to kill their Quicksilver off because Fox didn't want them to have a Quicksilver too, because they were having a Quicksilver in their movie, and now they got this whole shit where like there's no Quicksilver in the universe ever. Maybe they're gonna figure out a way to bring him back with this multiverse of madness with bring back a Quicksilver. But
I think because they kind of fucked up with the whole Josh Boner, whatever that shit is.
Yeah,
they brought his character back.
Everybody would have been cool. Everybody would have been cool if they just say, you Quicksilver, just slide him in there. Quicksilver, we're not gonna explain shit. I don't even think people would have questioned it. They just wouldn't have been happy there was a Quicksilver back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
I'm hoping that the multiverse of madness, they're gonna explain the whole X-Men. They're gonna explain the whole mutants. I think that the whole Illuminati, the whole reasoning of them, is to segregate the mutants versus mutants and humans.
Yeah, I was dead ass thinking too. Like Disney, I feel like this is missing a very good fucking opportunity to replace Black Panther, because you don't even have to like replace the T'Challa. That you could just bring a T'Challa from another universe and say, hey,
exactly, and
merge, and then somehow through the actions of whatever fight, the universes merges where he just ends up becoming the T'Challa of this universe now versus the old T'Challa. You know what I mean? So we still know
what's gonna happen at the end of this movie anyway.
They showed in CinemaCon a sizzle reel of Black Panther 2. And they have both Shuri, Okoye, and what's the other chick's name? The love interest in the first one.
Nadia.
Nakia, yeah. So they leading a battle. So I don't know.
Let's go Atlantis.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna happen. Namor's happening.
Woo!
It feels weird. It feels weird to me because it's not fucking T'Challa and fucking fighting Namor, man.
Maybe this is the best kept secret, bro. Maybe they are gonna recast him, or they did, and they just not telling nobody.
Nah, they're not doing it. They're not doing it.
It's like y'all wilding, bro. Y'all got variants and all these other outs y'all got, man. Like,
even his family says to recast him, bro. His family said that's what he would want. He would want the role to be recasted. I don't know. We just beating a dead horse, saying it over and over.
Yeah,
I'm just hoping, man. I'm here hoping.
We passionate about it. We wanted a Black Panther. He had more stories to tell.
Yep. A lot more.
He didn't have enough.
Wait, bro.
You got him.
This dude fought Namor. This dude battled Magneto. He's battled Dr. Doom. He's battled Secret Invasion. Nobody invaded Wakanda. He killed all the Skrulls that tried.
This dude has literally beaten God's asses, bro. Like, T'Challa is a problem,
bro. I'm sick that they're not gonna recast this shit, bro. Like, it kind of makes me sick, bro.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
it's a missed opportunity, and it's funny how in the trailer of the Doctor Strange, you hear Professor X say, "Let's see what kind of Doctor Strange are you."
Word.
Like, you could have just been like, let's see what kind of fuck. You could have just grabbed him from another universe, man. It could be any. It could be anybody, bro. And we said this shit so many times. I think we spoke about this shit for months. Even when he passed away, we gave it a grace period before we started talking about recasting news. But I think that once we gave it that time, we always vouched for, like, not vouched, but like rallied for a new T'Challa, because I think that representation means a lot to a lot of people, bro. And it matters, bro. Like, to sit there and to button up a character for who knows how long, because all right, so you're not gonna fucking recast them. How long is this MCU gonna last until it's rebooted again? So that means we're not gonna see Black Panther until it gets rebooted 20 years from now? Bro, that doesn't make sense.
I'm the old ass man at that time.
Like, they literally just had 3 Spider-Men in one movie, bro. Like, there's nothing else you can say to me right now.
Yeah,
like,
I was just about to say that. No Way Home just showed us 3 different Peter Parkers, bro.
Come on,
like, you can do this. You can have a different T'Challa. You just showed us 3 different Peter Parkers.
Doctor Strange is gonna have 3 Doctor Strange in this movie.
I think 4.
3 Wandas. It's gonna be the Doctor Strange that we know, Defender Strange, the one from the What If, and that's what I seen, because I think the zombie Strange is Defender Strange.
Yeah.
So then you get Wanda. She has, Sam Raimi said that she has 3 variants.
Yep.
Right, but there's only one Nexus variant. There's only one America Chavez, which I think is dope. And once again, they're not promoting America Chavez for shit, dude.
I heard she's good in the movie though.
They said that she's amazing, and she punches through fucking universes, bro. Like, what do you think that can do to a person's face? What she could punch through fucking universes, bro. Like, and she's a young chick, and she's very pretty. I have follow on TikTok. She has that look about her. I mean, she's not what she is in the comics, because in the comics she's much older, and she's drawn the way men see women. You know what I mean?
A grown
woman. Like, she's a young girl. She doesn't know her place yet in this world. She comes from a planet where, she doesn't have to break through universes. But yeah, dude, we have so many opportunities that she can fucking go and get a fucking other Black Panther. Like, it could be anybody, dude. Like, you are doing a disservice to another actor to inspire others. Because that's all it is. You inspire. You know how many fucking kids that look like him went to the theaters, was probably fucking tearing from the eyes because they like a king. And he's not an asshole. You know what I mean? Bro. He has integrity. He's not a fucking drug dealer. He's not a fucking pimp. It's not a slave movie. These motherfuckers don't need anybody in this world.
Not only that, he wasn't from the hood. He was raised in royalty.
Raised in royalty, smart. His sister was a genius in the books. She's smarter than fucking Iron Man. Like, you know what I mean? Like there was nothing oppressing this world.
But the shit that got me, it was when the father was recording his sons, and it was like they were showing the Black Panther poster. He's like, "I'm that guy. I want to be that guy. And that's some shit we never had, bro. We never had that. We never had like coming out of theaters looking at a superhero poster with all the white heroes, and we could say, "Oh, that's me. No, that's me. That's."
Yep.
Bro, we never had that, bro. Like for them to have that now, coming out of seeing the Black Panther poster, and it was like, "Well, I could be that character. No, I could be that one. I could be that guy. I could be that guy."
Yeah, like, dude, representation matters, but like my kids don't really have any superheroes that look like him. Like you got America Chavez, right? But she's gonna inspire a lot of Latina females. You know what I mean?
You're not familiar. I got a lot of Latin mutants though.
We do got a Latin, but I mean they're not really good. Like the ones that made.
Nah. You got some powerful Latin mutants, man.
I'm talking about in the cinematic universe.
They just don't show them. They don't show them. That's what it is. Yeah. Y'all got a lot of Latin heroes as they mutants. They're pretty. I feel like X-Men should start expanding more. We don't have to keep focusing on like Cyclops and Storm. Like I like you. Did you see the series? Gifted.
Yeah, I heard of it,
bro.
It was an X-Men one, right?
I don't know why they stopped that. Why that series got canceled? Because that was a good fucking bro. That was a good series, bro.
If they gave that show some money, they would have been Gucci.
And the lead hero, he was a Latin American mutant.
Sunspot.
Sunspot, and he's powerful, bro. The way they did his character, I mean, he's a little weaker in the show than he is in the actual comic, but it was still like He was still a powerful like mutant dude, bro.
Yeah, y'all remember the dude that was like a Human Torch from Days of Future Past, right? When they went into the future battles.
Yeah,
that's the same dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like listen, I take it. I'm not one for like being picky. Like I pick whoever. Like all right, so like we got Blue Beetle, right? The dude's Mexican, but I still see representation. Like I'm not Mexican. But he's closest that I can have. Like Blue Beetles, that's coming out. You got America Chavez, she's also like Mexican.
And the kid from
don't get me wrong, Miles Morales.
Yeah.
He's half Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he's half Puerto Rican. Like, listen, it's cool to see. Like, it's dope. And I want to see more of everything. Like more diverse characters because I feel like we have more of a story because a lot of these characters come from nothing. A lot of characters we're dealing with now are like rich, they got money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like so, when you watch Black Panther and you dove into fucking Killmonger's story, he came from nothing, bro. My man was a pretty much an orphan. You know what I'm saying? Like he had to grow up, and what he thought was right was that he didn't think he was doing anything wrong.
That was his uncle's fault though.
His uncle, yeah.
That's why I like to see when T'Challa told his father and the rest of the ancestors how they were wrong for what they did. Like, yo, bro, like he said he's a kid, man. You should have he told his father you should have brought him back with you, bro. He's a kid. You just left him by himself.
Well, you just left him there, cuz.
Yeah, he's like, bro. He said, and the father was like, yo, I was trying to cover my shame. He admitted to his wrongdoing. Like I was trying to cover my shame and. Yeah. I felt like it would have been better for the kid to be dead. Like, nah, y'all wrong, bro.
Supposedly in Black Panther 2, they're gonna dive into his mom's. Like his mom's finally gets out of prison because she breaks the whole plan with those guns was to get the wife out. She was locked up.
Fresh, you're in my mind, bro. I was just thinking about the same shit. I was just about to ask.
The whole purpose was not to. It was to give people liberation, but his main focus was trying to get his wife out.
Black Panther shit, like the Black Panthers for LA, bro.
Yeah, I'm
it
trying to get
wasn't
my
no
wife
real
out.
gang shit. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, he wanted to get his wife out. You know what I mean? So his wife, I mean, his mom's didn't die, and when she finds out that her son is dead, you know what I mean? It's gonna be some shit. Because we don't know how they're gonna play it. You know, if she's, because we don't know who she is. They can, you know, Marvel could definitely retcon it. You know what I mean? They could fucking spin the whole Storm situation and make her Storm. You know, you don't know. She could start off as a villain, and you know who fucking knows.
They could make her Shiva too. That's what they
could.
might.
Yeah, they could make her. They could make her anything. So there's that. There's that. Yeah, I just be thinking about all the dumb shit. My mind is like firing off all these fucking theories and shit. But
I mean, they also bring Killmonger back because he's been resurrected like good 3 times in the comic books or some shit. If I remember correctly.
I don't know if Dr. Strange is gonna allow that one because he's like, I saw this shit in What If. My man went crazy. My man took the Infinity Stones. My man was like, he was super solid in Black Panther and super solid in What If. Like they gave him his shine in both realities, yo.
Yeah.
Like, dude, my man Michael B. Jordan had the fucking Infinity.
Still trying to take over the world, nigga. They had to lock him in. They had to lock them 2 niggas in the cube. They're like, you gotta lock this dude up right here. They're wilding
right now. Hold up.
They put him in that thing, the same thing that Doctor Strange had to contain that spell. It's the same mirror shit. So like he could break out. Just imagine if he did break out in Multiverse of Madness. Oof.
Because he's supposed to be the evil Doctor Strange supposed to be guarding that shit, right?
Evil Doctor Strange is weird because in the What If they make it seem like they're 2 different people.
No, I think it is. I think they called this one Sinister Strange or something like that.
Sinister Strange. He's from the What If.
And the other one is like Supreme Strange. So or Strange Supreme. I forgot how they phrased it, but the one from What If, I think he just did some fucked up shit. I don't think he's an evil dude. You know what I'm saying?
No, he just he's fully absorbed. Instead of borrowing the powers from the people, he just fully absorbed them. So he has he has them inside of him or something like that.
He's cynical. He knows what his power, what he contains. Right. He's like, I could really fuck shit up, but I'm not going to because I know how this shit ends up.
I don't.
So I'm gonna just chill out.
Movie. I think this is a separate one.
I'm gonna show you this third eye just to let you know how crazy I am.
Woo!
I'm gonna show you that shit.
I lost my mind when I seen that shit the first time.
Bro, he absorbed everything, yo. Like everything you Doctor Strange borrowed his powers from. He took the whole thing for himself. He's like, yo, come in. I'm absorbing you. I'm absorbing you. I'm absorbing you. That bro, yo, he's a beast.
They say, oh, I don't do the roaches, but let me get that cake though. Thank you.
Like he contained Ultron that has Infinity Stones, and then Killmonger with Infinity Stones in a freaking prison. In a prism. You know how much power that takes, bro? Like, yo, he contained them both, bro. That Doctor Strange is OP, bro. That's OP.
I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna cross in. From what they because they in CinemaCon they showed the first 20 minutes of Doctor Strange, and it said that the first 20 minutes, no lie, is jumping right into the shit. So what we said like last week, we're right. It's like going straight into the bullshit.
You got to.
Yeah, they said it's super fast paced. Like there's something, it's action packed, or it's like there's no downtime.
Yeah, because after that No Way Home shit, you can't tell me shit is fixed, bro. Something's still fucked up.
And they said that the Spider-Man, the events of Spider-Man for No Way Home is directly like there's remnants of what happened in this movie. Like it's shit got affected.
Yeah.
So
I was like, there's no way in hell that shit that him just forgetting, everybody forgetting that Peter Parker fixed the shit. I'm like, nah, shit's still broken out there, bro. Something.
Yeah, there was they said some shit like it was a Spider-Man joke at the very beginning, alluding to like no one knowing who he is. Like, yeah, no one knows who that guy is.
No, I think they said he's asking America Chavez if she has a Spider-Man in her universe.
And she's like, no, I don't have a Spider-Man. Yeah, she's like, I don't have a Spider-Man. But they also was saying that Doctor Strange only wiped the memories of people on Earth, not across the universe. So people
which is what I
world
figured.
like Nick Fury should still remember him if he came down.
So we still got Thor, we still got Fury. That's what's up.
So hopefully
Doctor Strange didn't erase his memory.
I think he did.
Now Thor's off planet. There's no way. Thor was with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
so he's off planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be very interesting. Well, man, listen,
speculation. I don't think Thor know who he is anyway. So
speculation is only gonna last for the next 6 days, because we're about to get into the bullshit. So I can't wait till Thursday, or Friday for y'all. Same shit, because I think by the time our shows, I think at 5 in the afternoon Thursday. So
5 in the afternoon, damn.
5, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was 7, but
I thought too.
The tickets were selling out so fast that I took whatever was available for Thursday, and I was like, oh shit, it's 5:00. Holy shit, they never do 5:00. They do 7.
Yo, y'all better
for like early screenings.
Y'all better bring some air freshener with y'all. Y'all getting the sweaty nerds at 5:00.
I'm gonna be one of them, bro.
Y'all better bring Y'all better bring some nose clip or some shit, bro.
The moment I see if there's a Iron Man, I'm not holding out. I think that maybe we're not gonna get him. I think we're gonna get like Monica Rambeau. We're gonna get Photon's mom as that universe's Captain Marvel. But I don't know, man. We all know that we're gonna get Professor X.
Yeah, I got a 1 p.m. show on
Well, we're not spoiling, right? Because I mean, we know who else we gonna get, but we not spoiled nothing.
Yeah,
right?
we don't. Yeah. Red didn't see that trailer, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait on that. But that's gonna be the next episode. Yeah. So yeah, guys, we went over by an hour, man. We had a really good show, very content driven, very passionate. This is the kind of shit that we like. We like these conversations. Passionate. So it's good, you know, because y'all in the chat was weak as hell, but all good.
Besides Wilfred, there was no chat today. It was like,
to be honest, I wasn't even paying attention to the chat because we were so in depth into our conversations. But yeah, man, we're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it for this week. We see y'all next week for episode 83. We're gonna be talking about Doctor Strange, season finale, Moon Knight. Or as Greg says it, it's
Marcus
Steven
with the V.
Marcus Steven with a hint of Moon Knight.
with a hint of Moon Knight. Yeah, we'll get into that. Yeah, man. So until next time, y'all. We see y'all. Damn, I didn't mean to do that. We see y'all next week, man. Peace out.
Ooh, excuse me. Peace out, dude.